lock it in. Yeah, it's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
Everybody, it's 6 minutes after the hour. You guys are locked into your favorite eating right. It's your boy Joe Lockett. How y'all doing out there, y'all? How was the Mother's Day weekend, Bridget? What's going on, Sherman? How y'all doing, User? What's up, Christine? Pebbles in the building. How you doing, Pebbles? What's up, Dino? What's up, guys? Let me know where y'all locking in at, man. It's the Joe Lockett Show, man. Let me know where y'all chiming in from. Where are y'all chiming in from? Pick the city and state. Let's go. I'll give you a shout out here on the Joe Lockett Show. How you doing? What's up, Flora? What's up, Ian? DJ in the house. What's going on? DJ Bibbs in the house. What's going on? What's up, Lady G? What's up, Spree? What's up, CC Spot? I think that is. What's up, Nate Gold? User 73. Well, how you doing, Robin? Pip in the building. How y'all doing, man? It's the Joe Lockett Show. There we go. Thank you, sir. Aquawoman is in the building. Lady G, how you doing? Tony, what's going on, big dog? We got a lot to get in the show today. We have a exciting show lined up for you today. It's gonna be some furniture moving and some chairs tossing in the building today. I already know this because see the subject matter we're gonna get in today. Hey, Lady J, how's it going, baby? Lady J, what's up? What's up, Pastor Mike? What's going on? Pastor Mike's in the house. HR Babes in the house. How's it going?
Like the Pastor Mike?
I think that's the Pastor Mike in Birmingham.
Pastor Mike Jr.
I think it is Mike Jr. Is that Mike Jr.? I think it may be.
No. Pastor Mike ain't getting up because we suck at spiritual stuff.
Well, Pastor Mike always say we all can be redeemed. I know Pastor Mike is a good friend of mine.
Everybody good friend of yours, Joe. Everybody good friend of yours.
But you don't believe me? I'm just saying.
Sometimes you know what I mean? You know how many times you showed me, then just said something?
Yeah, so are you doubting?
You got to show me.
Are you doubting me again, sir?
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you got to re-up on this doubt.
I don't need to re-up anything. My track record is good, baby. My track record real good. HR Baby's in the house. What's going on, y'all? What's up? Huh? What's up with the shirt, Joe? What do you mean what's up with the shirt? It's a Japanese shirt. It's Dragon Ball Z. Y'all don't like my Dragon Ball Z shirt?
That's great. Hey, Akira Toriyama hate will not be allowed in this.
I'm just saying, she's saying what's up with the shirt?
He's one of the goats.
Dragon Ball Z or nothing there. Don't know. Eat y'all.
Let them know, Joe.
Huh?
Let them know, Joe.
Y'all know my daughter's a Japanese, right? I'm Blackanese. So, hey, I support Japanese anime. I'm just saying. All right, guys, we got a lot to get into today. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day weekend. Honestly, I don't know what this says here because it's in kanji. So I'm not going to lie to you. My daughter did tell me what it say. But I don't know. I don't remember. So I'm not going to sit here. I don't make up stuff. I'm not going to BS y'all. I'm not going to bullshit you and say I know what it says because I don't read kanji. This here I don't read. If it was hiragana, katakana, I could read it. But I have no idea. So if Tokidoki Fly comes on here, I'm being honest, if Tokidoki Fly comes on today, y'all, she can tell me exactly what it says because she reads the kanji. So I will ask her. So I don't know what this says. There's a simpler form of Japanese writing. It's called hiragana and katakana. I read that, but this here I don't read, so I don't know what that says.
How much you want to bet it's either Dragon Ball or Goku?
Tokidoki. John,これは何言ったのこれは。わからないじゃん。So Tokidoki here, so she's going to tell me.
I can't wait.
So she knows what it says. So この漢字は何？これ読めないからさ。Lady J said she's in spin class showing her ass. That's what she said. Someone in spin class showing my ass listening to the show, Joe.
Oh, she sounds like she being fast. she sound like she need to sit down somewhere.
So Tokidoki, tell us what this says because Tokidoki knows I don't read kanji. So hey, Miss Robbins, how you doing? The Goku. Oh, okay.
Son Goku. Yeah,
so Goku.
I made the bet. I said I bet it's Goku. But Son Goku. Okay.
Son Goku. どの意味は Son Goku? Son Goku はすごいじゃないでしょ。So Son Goku は何?
Yeah.
So what does Son Goku mean?
That's the name of the dude.
Oh, this is his name?
That's his name.
Son Goku. Okay,
Yeah.
Son Goku. So, Kono Son Goku, Kono So no Mae wa?
That's it.
No.
Yeah, that's his Earth name.
Kono Son Goku or Kono Dragon Ball Z? Ah, hi. She said yes. So, it says his name in Japanese, y'all. Son Goku.
Sometimes you gotta feel like Goku sometimes, bro.
Huh?
Sometimes
So
your
your ass can't read it. Which part of the song? Which part of the song Goku?
The first one is the sun, and Goku is the last two.
No. On this first?
I think the first one is the.
She said you're right. She said you're right.
Okay.
All right.
See,
so what kind
of those?
So what kind is this right here? So what kind is this?
Sun.
Anyway, y'all. Hey, you were right though. You were right. she said you're right, bro. So it says Son Goku. So it's Dragon Ball Z, but I guess this is Earth name is Son Goku. So that's what that says, y'all. See, I don't watch the animation, right? But I do support. I do like Dragon Ball. But my favorite one is Crayon Shinchan, and Tokidoki knows what that is. That's my favorite cartoon. And the guy who made that one, he's actually no longer living. But anyway, we're not gonna get geeked out on that stuff.
He ain't living either.
Huh?
He ain't living either.
But I'm saying the guy who made the animation that I like. Okay, Aqua, you know we're gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere, baby. So it's what? So is it 5? I guess it's 5:30 in ATL, right? HR Basin. Okay, Miss Hampton's in the building. How was your ladies? Let us know real quick while we get everything else together. How was y'all Mother's Day weekend? You in Florida? Okay. Oh, what part of Florida you in, Aqua Woman? What part of Florida? Baby Bird, what's going on? Murphy, what's going on? It was wonderful. Thanks. What all did y'all do? So did y'all
We back on track.
Huh?
We back on track.
All right. So
I went down for a minute. I was like, what the what?
Okay, so I want to know who wants to go to dinner on Mother's Day. Because I don't think, bro, I think that's the worst thing you can do for your mom is take her out to dinner on Mother's Day.
Yes, it is.
I'm just being honest. I think the worst thing.
Unless you do it the day before, or
the day before,
or
the day after, or 2 days before. But taking your mother out on Mother's Day is the worst thing. I think it's an unprofessional thing to do because you're gonna be in line, bro, for days and hours, and nobody got time for all that. Hey, Christy, what's going on?
Now my weekend was pretty straight. Shout out to my uncle. He graduated last weekend.
Okay,
from,
reservations. Okay,
Spillman.
Okay,
and
congratulations, Aunt.
Yeah, and my the moms, they all went out to support and got their Mother's Day breakfast, brunch, whatever it was.
HR babe said congratulations to your aunt.
Appreciate that.
Uncle Woman said I slept, clean, juice. My mom was in church. Well, on Mother's Day, I was at home asleep. I ain't do nothing. I didn't go anywhere. I stayed here and slept all day long. All day long. All day. All right. All day. We ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Yeah, you can stop. I'm sorry.
Akuza was the place, huh? Kaiser was the place. It was amazing. Kaiser. Okay, I don't know what that is.
I think that's a
it's a restaurant.
Yeah, that's a Japanese steakhouse.
What you sipping on, Joe?
Yeah, it's kind of like sticks. I don't know what that is. It look like water. Oh, look at you.
Y'all better ask somebody. That's Snoop Dogg in the house. Hey, it's that Snoop Dogg in the house. Y'all better ask somebody. It's that Snoop that in that ask me what I'm sipping on. Hey, don't ask grown folks questions when you don't want grown folk answers. All right, yo, so go good.
We're not gonna do this.
All right, y'all, let's get ready. Y'all know what time it is. At the beginning of the show, y'all know what we do when nephews in the building. It's clip.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are.
It's cliffhangers.
Love it. I just love it. I just love it.
All righty, y'all. We in for the cliffhangers early in the week. We got a lot of stuff to get into.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm gonna be honest, I think our stuff is gonna gleam into what we're gonna talk about.
Well, let's get into it, motherfucker.
All righty. So first off, we're finna start with some sports. Cause it's still the playoffs, y'all. So cue my music.
Cue your music. We got music, y'all. Our show has we got music on the Joe Lockett Show now. Hey, we didn't improve. Our budget is bigger.
All righty, y'all. You know what that sound is. It's basketball time, and we back into it again with the playoffs.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to only mention what I saw yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday was nasty. Shout out to Denver and Minnesota. They tied it up, Joe.
I saw it.
They tied it up nasty, too. Stop playing with that dude, Jamal Murray. He heard y'all talking about it, and he was like, I need to be in the conversation for face of the league, too. Because he held it down.
He better.
Now, he didn't outdo Jokic, but that's Jokic.
Yeah.
But the points they needed,
he did what he had to do.
Oh, my goodness. I'm playing it for you now. If you're looking on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, shout out to y'all. While y'all watching, go ahead and hit that like button, share, and subscribe. But yeah, bro, did you see when they did that steal? Michael Porter Jr. went and did it to the lane, and then they threw it back out. And he did a half-court shot.
Half-court shot. And he tried to make it. It wasn't just throw-up shot. He was trying to make that.
That was intentional.
Yeah,
that wasn't intentional.
It wasn't, just throw it up for the play. Just to see what happened.
Yeah, man. Put some respect on them. Hey, man, the champion showing you why they champions.
Yeah.
I like it.
And now, what I want to see is, are you that dude?
Well, this is what I say to him. For the two losses that they did, he hasn't been throwing the blame off. He's been taking accountability for it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You score your points, but like I said, LeBron and everybody else, and I honestly, it's way too early to put this on him, honestly. But as he's going through this maceration of becoming who he's going to become in the league, and I think he's going to be a great player, what he has to do is make sure that, and what he's doing, I love what he's doing, you got to make your teammates better. Like he said, you got to keep shooting, you got to keep doing your thing. So he's doing all the right things. Now, do he have the right pieces around him that can do it in the pressure moments?
I think
so. We'll see.
I think he does. They're just immature. Because let's be honest, Cat hasn't gotten this far in his career. He's fairly new, just like Ant is. The only one that's been pretty far, I would have to say, is Rudy Gobert.
Right.
But even then, he stopped at the conference finals, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
So all of them playoff pedigree ain't anything. They are overachieving to what it seems, but I think they are equipped. You do still have a three-time defensive player of the year on the court.
I think I'm gonna say this: the Timberwolves can beat Denver. They can win the series. It just, do they have the fortitude to be able to do it? That's all. We'll see.
And I think that championship pedigree came out, and it really reared.
Thank you, ladies, for the hearts. Thank you, ladies, for the likes. Let's go.
And Denver is showing y'all why they won the championship.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm glad they didn't go out and get swept. So this is gonna be a good series. This is gonna be a good series.
This gonna be delicious.
Yeah, I'm glad they came back. So I want to see this series go. All right, love, let's go. Hey, y'all hit the like button. Let's go.
All right.
And share the video out there.
1 second. All righty. Now, I know you're gonna like this, given how it kind of gleams into what we do. We got a few relationship topics that's kind of trending.
What's that?
Now I'm gonna be honest, y'all don't know this lady or her significant other, but shout out to Queen Naja, R&B artist that's very, very dope, by the way. Check out her work. And her significant other. They're trending over what happened over social media during the weekend.
What happened over social media?
Over the weekend, they got a YouTube channel, and they were answering fan questions.
Okay.
One fan brought up how she's
Mary.
dealing with the guy, that she was dealing with a guy for like 10 plus years, and he
Hey,
still
Mama
hasn't
C.
proposed to her.
Okay.
And in responding to them, they gave their opinion
Oh,
of
crazy.
why it is
Hey,
they feel
Valerie.
like the dude probably not proposing.
Uh-huh.
In light, they also kind of brought up their own situation and what they
Hey,
got
Donnie.
going on, and a lot of the fans they're
Hey,
giving
Margaret.
mixed reviews to it. If you don't know their
Hey,
situation,
Bridget.
they're not married yet, but they have a kid
Blessed.
between each other, and they have a kid on the on their previous relationships.
Okay.
But they have a lot of different
Hey, Albert
houses,
White.
business, a lot of
Hey,
stuff mixed
Don.
in between.
Mhm.
But they, for whatever reason, aren't married.
Okay.
So a lot of folks is like, how you gonna tell
Thank you,
somebody
Don.
that hasn't gotten married that they should, or that they're not, or they're asking more of the questions of why ain't y'all married? Y'all in the same boat.
See, this is the problem I have with this bull shit. I'm just gonna say it, right? Number one, if you bring your relationship to public domain, you don't get to dictate what people say. Period. Right? You're gonna get scrutinized, good, bad, ugly, and indifferent. So the woman is in a 10-year relationship with this guy and got a baby with him because she want to be there. You put that out there for the clickbait for people to talk about, and every woman reason is different if they stay in a 5-year relationship, 2-year relationship, or a 10-year relationship without being married. Because here's the thing: marriage is important to some people, not to everybody. Okay, marriage is not the end game for every person that's in a relationship. So we got to stop acting like marriage is the end all be all. It's not. For the people that it is for, it's for. But some people don't want to be freaking married. They don't, right? And so if the man didn't want to be married, she knew that, or she didn't want to be married, and he knew that, and they decided to stay. That's their life. Now, it's okay. It's great for us to sit here and have a conversation about, I wouldn't do that as a me. Well, you're the person who want to be married. Obviously, she loved this man enough. She's loved this man enough to know that she's secure in what they are doing 10 years in. Do you need to be married? No, because these days,
they haven't been together for 10 years. The fan that wrote into them were together for 10 years. I think they've just been together for about 5.
Okay.
5 or 6.
So regardless of how long, if you're together for 5, 10, 3, 20, it ain't nobody goddamn business. Real talk. How you live with your wife, with your girlfriend or your fiance, how long your engagement is. I would tell you, if you want to get on social media, get the clickbait and get it going and get the conversation started, that's fine. But at the end of the day, don't let that disrupt what you and that man or that woman has going on for y'all life. It don't matter. Happiness is what you want it to be. Like I said, there's no law to say if you're together for 5 years, your ass better get married. That is for some people to understand and do. If you want to get married, don't be with a motherfucker who don't want to get.
No, you said it now.
But I'm saying, but don't be with a person that you don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? Don't be with a person that don't want to get married. You know what I mean? Don't be with a person if you want to get married. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be with somebody that's going to get married, be with somebody that's going to get married. If a person tell you who they are, believe them. Period. You see what I'm saying? Your wet and your gunk ain't good enough to change a man if you don't want to be married. If you don't want to have a kid by you, if you don't want to spend time with you, you don't want to call, you don't want to text you. Stop it. And vice versa for the same for a man. If she don't want to give it to you, bro, she don't want to marry you, she don't want to settle down, dude. I don't care how much money you give her, how many bags, how many trips you take her ass on. She don't want to be with your ass like that. She don't see you like that. Stop trying to convince people. And what we need to do in America, and I'm saying this, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, I'm saying this, Joe Lockett, your boy. Stop trying to act like what you would do, everybody else need to do. I'm being serious, ladies and gentlemen. What the hell you need to do? Shit. I mean, you can give your opinion to somebody else's life, but your opinion is like an asshole to me. I tell you my lifestyle, but what you say to me, that it's not going to affect how I'm going to move with the woman or person that I'm with. It's not going to affect me. You see what I'm saying? So I love the way everybody get in an uproar over somebody else's relationship, but most of y'all relationship is effed up. Most of y'all are single. Most of y'all are in a relationship that y'all are not happy in. So that is a huge problem for me, for the people, you know what I'm saying, that's talking crap. Because I'm going to say this, and I'm going to be real honest with everybody, right? Most of y'all MFs that's out there talking about somebody else's relationship, y'all screwed up. Successful people ain't even giving this a second thought. Successful people got a happy relationship. They ain't even weighing in on this shit. Real talk. You unhappy. Somebody done hurt you, right? You done been through some stuff, and so you're gonna sit there and chime in on somebody else's stuff when you need to be worried about your effed up life that you didn't mess around mistakes with some effed up person that you didn't got back with, or you still smashing your baby daddy or your sneaker link, and they don't want you like that, and you hurt. And so you take that out on somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else's relationship because somebody else did your ass wrong. That's the problem that I got with this. Shut up. If you can't congratulate somebody because that man and that woman together and they happy, they build a pay and they got a child together and they happy, shut the hell up. Get the hell off their page. Say hello, congratulations, do what you do. We love you, but your opinion is really not warranted in their happiness. I'm just being honest. Ain't nobody waking up and wondering, worrying about, are you happy because we together? He been with me for 10 years. He ain't married me. He put a ring on my finger, but he paying the damn bills and taking care of his child. Some of y'all are married or got baby daddies ain't doing half of that. So, like I said, most of the people that are chiming in on this stuff, nephew, you look at me like, I ain't mean for you to go this long.
I didn't think you was gonna dissect this like this.
Okay, so I'm gonna move back off then. Go ahead. Well, you told me, bro. You said, "Hey, it's up your topic."
Thank you, man. Marriage, hey. I'm gonna be careful not to bring no more marriage
nephew,
stuff, bro.
I digress. Let me take a drink, bro. Hey, nephew. I had more.
Oh my god!
I had more. Let me digress then, bro.
Leave some in the clip, huh? We got other drive-bys.
Okay. hey, you will let me cook though. Bro, look at your face like, bro. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Your face, hey, nephew face on here looking like, bro. We got more stories. Okay, let it go. All right, I got you. I digress.
Oh my goodness. You love this dude, bro. All righty, next up. Oprah Winfrey in the news again.
That's my baby.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Oprah.
I like Oprah.
Oprah has acknowledged that she's trying to acknowledge her contributions to the diet culture. First off, I didn't know there was a diet culture, like that big of a thing. But the more I think about it out loud, it is kind of a culture with how everything is nowadays, as far as with health and stuff. So, Oprah, she in an interview with Variety, shout out to Variety, shared her sentiments during the Weight Watchers making the shift, and a new way to think about the weight live stream and stuff like that, as far as with her part in it. Because if you don't remember, she did sell her stakes in the company and stuff like that. So it seems as if she's, from what she told the audience, she's taking accountability for their perception or what she played a part in.
Swipe right, Christy.
When it comes to the diet craves or the diet culture, as she says. She acknowledges that she has been a part of a steadfast. She's been a steadfast participant. Participant. Goodness, in Spanish in the mouth. In this diet culture and through the platforms, through the magazines, through her show, through all this 25 years.
Thank you.
And she's been a major contributor to everything. But
what's up, Dwayne?
My thing is, she talk about it in a negative way.
Meaning?
It's just how she's talking about it. She's not using so much negative words, but when you hear somebody speak on things, you kind of hear it. You can hear how they feel about it versus how they're giving it off. Like, say for instance, if you was not in the street no more, but you are really, really a big figurehead for what most folks would think is for the streets or whatever, but you talk about it in a light where you not discrediting it because you can understand other people's plight in it, but not like you really proud of it.
Okay, I can see that. Okay.
But I mean, Weight Watchers did a lot of good stuff for everybody, especially Jennifer Hudson. Hey,
no, and I'm not saying it because I want to be on the Jennifer Hudson show. I want to see Oprah Winfrey, so I'm not saying it in a bad way. But what I'm saying is, this is what I think Oprah is getting at.
Okay.
It takes more than just the food to help you lose weight. And I think she's at a realization in her life that it ain't one thing that's gonna help you get to the point to look like I do or what Jennifer Hudson does, right? And so even with me, you know, to look like I look at 53, about to be 54, it ain't one thing that got me looking like this. It's a compilation of many different products, vitamins, exercise, routines, diet that gets me this way. And I think she's saying that too many people have just looked at, you know, Weight Watchers and think that's all I did to look like this.
She do. Hold on. She do say she continue. I take responsibility for contributions I have had and added to own what I have done, and now I want to be better, as previously reported in February, yada yada yada. And she goes on to speak about how she used to starve herself with a liquid diet, instead of kind of eating right. So yeah, mostly what you're saying.
So that's what I'm saying. So I haven't even read the article, but like I said, you know, when you're promoting a brand, brands want you to think that this is the end all be all, this all you have to do.
Yeah.
And that's bullshit. It's not, right? To look like I look at 53, bro, it's work. And it's nothing easy about looking like I look at 53 to look like I'm 40, 42 or 43 years old, right? I take care of myself. You know that.
Yeah.
I'm very careful about what I eat. Y'all may see me drink a drink here, but when I finish again, I get up the show, I'm not drinking, right? I do drink on the show, but, you know, I'm not an alcoholic. I don't, you know, you may see me drink a beverage every single day, but sometimes it's just grapefruit juice, right? Or sometimes it's just, some days y'all see me just drink Powerade because I know when I've had too much, but people don't understand that the lifestyle that you have to do as you get older has to change. And for you to look a certain way, there's a discipline along with the product that you're using that helps you look that way, prolong your youthfulness look that you have. And that comes with a lot of work. And it just ain't not one product, from hydroxycuts to Weight Watchers to glucosamine to B12 to creatine to any of the stuff that you take, right? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of different things. And that's why you see a lot of older people, they have a lot of different vitamins that they take in the morning.
And creatine help you put on.
Creatine help you put on weight. I know I take creatine now because I'm lifted. Because I want to get my bench to 405, but I'm beginning to get to a realization that that's probably not going to happen. I think the highest I'm gonna get on the bench is probably gonna be about 360, 370, but about 360. I'm thinking. I think that's probably gonna be what my capability. And I don't like it, but you know, I don't think I'm gonna get past 360. You know, my squat can go up, but my bench, I want to be able to put 8 plates on there. But for whatever reason, my body is breaking down, and each time I try to get higher, my body's saying, bro, we are where we are. You got a nice chest, but what you want to put on your chest and push off of it, we ain't with you.
Hey, Joe, don't be overdoing it while a ninja ain't at the house.
Well, you know, I've learned more now to be very more careful because I got, you know, the things down there that spot me, so it don't fall on me anymore. Because I did get caught down there twice.
Yeah, we gonna have to talk after the show. But yeah, I'm with you all day with that. Next up on the docket, it is some pretty serious news.
What's that?
There seems to be another case. Shout out to the family out there in Florida. I think they call it the Fortsons, but apparently a deputy bursts into the wrong apartment and fatally shoots.
I heard about that.
Roger Fortson.
Yeah. I heard about that.
Yeah, the camera. I'm not going to play the camera stuff because it pissed me off, and I like to filter out a lot of this stuff.
We're not gonna do it here on the Joe Lockett Show.
To help my mental health.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
But I did see it all in its full, and it's disgusting.
But did the person have a gun in their hand?
The person did, but this is where it gets muggy. But I'll go through the story.
Hey,
according to CBS News, Crump previously released a statement detailing what happened the day he was killed by officials. He explained that Fortson was on FaceTime, called his girlfriend while at the house alone and heard a knock on the door. He didn't get a response. He checked the door again and he couldn't see nobody through the peephole. Seemed as if they was either holding it or hiding. And when he went to go get his gun,
What's up? Go get.
When he went to go get his gun,
Hey,
you distracted me, dude.
I'm sorry.
When he went to go get his gun, he came back to a crept open door, and the officer had already creeped in. And what's reported from his girlfriend's end that they did try to chop out of the police footage was that the officer said, "Oh, he shot up," and he then proceeded to shoot him. Now this was a airman, so he was licensed to carry. I think most of those, especially the ones in training, because ain't that what that is? Pilot in training.
What?
Airman. What is it? I'm
airman is an E1. He's basically just, he was in the Air Force.
Okay.
Yeah. If you was a pilot, they're gonna say you're a pilot or you're an officer, you're an aviator. So no.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just in the Air Force.
But he was licensed to carry, and apparently it was a response to the wrong house for a domestic dispute. But my thing is, if you go through the video, what they've shown, he didn't really go through any procedures to even make sure or to de-escalate anything. So,
and this is where I've covered this nephew hundreds of times in my career, right? It's sad, but in America, as a black man, right, this is what we face. It's not going to change. A white man see a black man with a gun, they're going to draw. We can go through the court cases, but 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, if a white officer come to a situation, they see a black man with a gun, they're going to consider it as a threat because we don't look like them. I said this many times when I was on radio, right? If you look at somebody that they don't look like you and your perception of them as a thug or a bad person, and you see them with a gun, you want to go home to your wife at night. I'm not making an excuse for the white officer. You're going to pull your trigger 100 times faster than you will for a white man. Because when you look at a white man, you're going to see that you maybe got some kind of, you can tell by their body language, the way they act, the way they talking, that you can probably talk them down. But with a black man that you're afraid of, that you got these bad perceptions of, and in your mind, you look like this at me, and this ain't nothing to do with prejudice or with racism. It's just what it is. That white man is going to pull that trigger 100% if he see a black man with a gun. If a black man just do this or do this right here, they're pulling the trigger on you. Way with a white man, they're going to feel a little bit more safer if the white man is not going to shoot at them. A white man is going to consider is going to think at any point in time if a black man move his hand with a gun in his hand that they're going to get shot. Is that right or wrong? It's wrong. But I'm just telling you, human nature. And I said this, people get mad as hell at me talking about Joe. No, this is just human nature, just like us with black folks, right? If a black person is standing in front of us, we know the mannerisms of a black man. We know when he gonna do, when he not gonna do. We know, in split seconds we can determine that situation. I'm not giving that officer any kind of excuse because he was wrong. But human nature dictates, right? If you believe I'm a bad guy, when you see me, you want to go home at night. And the same thing would be with a black man with a white man. If that guy look like he's from the KKK, bro, you know what I'm saying? And that guy moved right in the wrong direction, that black guy pulling that trigger that day.
The only thing to that is if I see somebody that looks like that, I kind of, you're right. I have my way about him if he looks that way. Yeah. But most white dudes I'm not feeling threatened by.
No, bro, that's what I'm saying. Most white dudes are not feeling, but the white dude is going to make himself feel threatened because you're black. That's just America. Like I said, Erica, I'm saying it's not racism from my point. It may be racism from the officer's part. I can't get into the officer's head. All the thing I'm saying is at the end of the day, me as a black man, I have to always consider that the white guy that comes at me is going to consider me a threat.
I got
Unfortunate. But
Joe, I got you all day.
Yeah.
My thing about it is, because you're right, we can't really determine if dude was intentionally being racist
you
or
don't
whatever
know.
It is. But my only thing is what we can tell from what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
He did not go through none of the procedures
right.
to even make sure that he was doing his own due diligence.
Yeah. And bro, and what he gonna say is, but guess what he gonna say? I done covered this 1,000 times, bro. I fear for my life.
He gonna say he fear for his life. But even then, dude, you went to somebody's house.
That was the wrong guy, doggone house, right? And he shot up and killed somebody that he shouldn't have killed. But in the court of law, right? When you sit there and depend on who your 12 is that's judging you. I'm just being honest with y'all. Y'all get mad at me. I didn't already took the heat for this. I'm cool with it, right? Depending on who your peers are, they're either going to sympathize with him, understand him, or they're going to say you was completely wrong, right? That's the situation a black man sits in America, even in 2024. That's the honest God truth, y'all. We can be right 1,000%, but still, the person who shot you or that unalived you, right, can get off, depending on who your peers are and how they see that person. Because just think about it, if this officer right now don't have a blemish on his record, okay? Like I said, I covered this many times. No blemishes. Ain't never did nothing wrong. He did go to the wrong house. He didn't do what he's supposed to do, but the guy had a gun in his hand. Depending on who your peers are and they put themselves in a situation and you look like him, what you think they're going to say? Well, he didn't know. How was he supposed to know? He was doing his job. He went to the wrong house. Depending on how you want to look at it, is it wrong, nephew? 1,000% is wrong. But we are guilty until proven innocent most times in America, bro. Black men are guilty until proven innocent. There's no innocent until proven guilty in America for most black men. When we walk in and we in these situations, bro, as black men, we got a gun in our hand. Even if we're in the right to protect ourselves with the First Amendment, we are guilty. We are guilty until proven innocent. And it's hard as hell for a black man in America still in 2024 to prove his innocent, depending on who your 12 is. That's the honest God truth. Now, y'all can get mad at me how y'all want to say it, whether it's racism, whatever. But as a black man in America, we have to do more. We have to say more. We have to act different when we see the police and we got a gun. We can't walk around like a white man with a gun. We cannot. Whatever y'all want to call it, right wing, left wing, whatever. That's just the honest God truth. I'm a black man in America. I know what I can do. I'm a conservative, but I'm a black man in America, and I understand that I can't do everything a white man can do. I can't wave my gun around or say the same thing to a white policeman that a white man can. I cannot, because I've got a couple of bullets put up in my ass. Period. At the end of the day, no matter how good of a guy, got a great record, but if his record better than mine, guess what? I'm unalive, and he's going home to his family. You did your job. We're sorry. It was income. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have did this or you shouldn't have did that. It's the way America looked at it. And it's okay to some people. Unfortunate, I hate it for him. I hope this cop gets the law prosecuted against him 1,000%, because no matter what he felt, he was wrong. Number one, you're at the wrong house. Number two, you didn't go through the right protocol, right? We'll see is this man family going to get justice? But in a lot of cases, bro, I'm just being honest. I'm not holding my damn breath. This is America. And police officers, sometimes we're getting this right. But a lot of times, bro, in America right now, they get off because their record is clean. They never did it before. And because they made a mistake, they're not prosecuted for it. And that I have a huge problem with, because even though we as black men in America, we don't have a record, but we do one thing wrong, you can send my ass to prison for the rest of my life and say I shouldn't have did it. Let me say that again. As a black man, if I don't have anything on my record, but I did one thing wrong, and it's something that's a heinous crime, right, that you guys disagree with, the 12 disagree with it, they'll send me away for the rest of my damn life. But a white man can take a black man's life, was in 100% wrong, but because his record and what his job was and what you perceive that he saw, he can get completely off. That man is dead. He's unalive. And at the end of the day, that man goes on with his life.
Yeah. Look, I say this and we'll move on.
Sure.
I hate that is the reality, but like you said, the reality is, it makes it real hard for me to look at anybody in a blue uniform as trustworthy, and it makes it hard for me to view all of y'all with sympathy, because the good ones are going to get drowned out or forced into being crooked. And if you're not doing that, you're playing to the game to protect your own, and it's not protecting the people. And this man who had a future has a past now, and he's not, and he didn't do anything out of the ordinary or wrong to deserve that. And I'm with you all day to the court of public opinions, to his peers. When it's time for a case, more times than not, they're probably gonna be all white.
Yeah.
or mostly white.
Like I said,
And now that's
you're
going to
12.
rule against him or rule in his favor. Sorry to make it seem like it's a race thing, but like he said, it's America.
It's America, bro.
And that's how it's going to be. But it's disheartening to look at this country with favorable eyes when you know that's the reality. But, and you hate it because a lot of folks try to come over here and they see this country as a country of opportunities, which it is. I'm not going to say it's not, but that opportunity comes with a price.
And here's the thing that we got to be very aware of. This doesn't happen every single day. This gets singles out when it does happen because it's black against white, right? So it's not always like this. But when these cases do come up, it's very rare that it ends up in our favor. Okay, so let me be fair. And like, I'm not going to say every case, no. But when it comes up, a lot of times it don't end up in the black people favor, even if we in the right. And so that's the problem, you know what I'm saying, that we have to face in America. And we have to be honest about that. Not saying that America's perfect, right? We got a lot of work to do because there are a lot of good black, white, Latinos, Asians in America, right? I'm saying more than it's bad. What happens in the news, they highlight this stuff, right? They don't highlight when an officer did something great in a black and white situation done. You don't see that in the news. It get highlighted in the news when a white cop shoots a black young man. That's what's highlighted in the news, right? You don't highlight when stuff happens in the white community. You highlight it when it happens in the black community. Been doing this for a long time, y'all.
But that's intentional media.
It's like
that's other stuff.
Yeah, like I said, this is what this is all about, and it gets you in an uproar for 24 to 72 hours of the news cycle. Get your people watching the news, get commercials going, and all that other stuff. So be very careful what you buy into, but understand also that there is an unfair bias in America. But then there also is a fair bias in America. Also, we got to talk about both sides. It's an unfair bias, and there's also a fair bias. Everybody's not unfair. Everybody's not racist. Everybody's not prejudiced. There are some things that happened that was truly a mistake, and there are some things that happened because of racism. That is America, and we have to be very careful. As black,
I get that point, but let's not go on a tangent on that because that would be diminishing.
It's not diminishing. No. I don't think it would. No, it's not
because
diminishing.
he's the one that lost his life to something that was unjust. But I get there's a lot of other folks and a lot of other positive things that don't get mentioned. Right. I'm with you all day with that because there are good officers out here.
Yeah,
that's my biggest plight to what I've just seen. But I'm not going to, as much as it's justified for me to bring that up too, I'm not going to bring that up in this conversation.
Well, the reason why I'm going to bring it up because, like I said, I'm going to denigrate the officer and say he should be prosecuted, right? But at the same time, that there are good officers out there that does the right thing. This officer did the wrong thing. Two things be right at the same time, bro.
I do agree.
You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing wrong with saying that, you know, this officer should be prosecuted because he was 100% wrong, and saying that the police department itself, this guy should not be what the police department looks like. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, you can give two messages at the same time without hurting the main messages. Like this guy should be prosecuted to the fullest because he went to the wrong house. He didn't identify and do what he's supposed to, and then go through the protocol. He should be prosecuted. He should be put in jail. Should be taken on the back. Should be put in jail for the rest of his life. But
you know how other folks are going to view that.
Don't matter.
While it's true that there's probably good folks on that police staff, they're all going to do their diligence to protect this man.
Of course.
And that's the disheartening part. Why I don't want to mix the two.
Well, bro, again, they're gonna do that regardless. They're gonna do that, bro. What you just said is that's gonna happen regardless of what we say on this microphone, right? And this is why I would say you handle your side over there the way you handle it. But me, I've learned that I'm not gonna denigrate everybody in one instant. I'm gonna speak my truth about that situation. But I'm always going to point to the other side because what I don't want in America is the people think that because there's a couple of still spoiled people in certain jobs that everybody is bad. Every white man, every woman is not bad, but there are bad people. In this case, where this guy made really bad judgment. I don't know if he's racist, but he made a really bad judgment, and he need to pay the price for it. Did not do his job properly. He need to be suspended and put in jail. If it's found out that he went to the wrong house and everything we're hearing in the news is absolutely right, send his ass to jail. You see what I'm saying? But also, at the same time, I'm not going to prosecute everybody in blue because this guy did something stupid or he was racist. That's my only point.
Cool.
All right.
Next up, lighter news.
Mhm.
Whoopi Goldberg. She in the
Whippy!
news. Whippy. Now I'm gonna be honest.
What's up, Brian? What's up, Buck?
Whippy could have kept this, but Whippy was talking on the Don Lemon show. Shout out to Don Lemon.
How
And
can I get Whippy to
they-
come on our show?
what?
How long can I get Whippy? Whippy Goldberg. I'm gonna try.
Okay. I wonder what else you gonna try given this topic. She brought up a previous brought up a previous book that she wrote, and she expressed marriage and how it was not for her, and years later and stuff like that. And Whippy just kind of blankly came out and said she in these streets, and when she have a one night stand, when it's done, you need to leave.
I'm with Whitney.
She said, "I ain't." You know what I mean? But she did it in the classic way. Shout out to Whitney.
Whippy.
Whippy. Shout out to Whippy. She did it in
Hey,
the classic
Rachel.
way. But I was like, Whippy, you ain't slick. You telling these folks to take their walking shame with some pride.
I like that. What's wrong with that? You know where you are when you're grown.
No. Ain't nothing wrong with her.
She getting
around.
She give up that Goldberg, and when I put that whipper pill on you, goes, when I whip you with the Goldberg, go home.
100, 800, 6014.
That's it. Call Goldberg. Go home. Go home when I'm done. That's the best marketing campaign in America.
Because I swear, me and shout out to Reggie Ragland, we know that crap.
Everybody,
by heart.
800, 600,
That JG
6014.
Wentworth.
Yeah, JG. Everybody know that. Bro, that's the best marketing ever.
6014.
If you ever want if you ever wanted to call your lawyer, call 800 600 6014.
Man, what? Shout
JJ Wentworth.
Shout out to Whippy. Hey, it's Whippy booty, and she need it then.
That's right. I want it now. You know what I'm saying? Do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at that, bro. She telling you what it is.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. That is how you want. This is my full unfiltered
Whippy
opinion.
called me.
This is my full unfiltered opinion.
Yeah.
Who sneaky linking with Whippy
Me?
Goldberg?
Me? I sneaking in with bro.
You sneaky linking with Whippy?
Yes.
You sneaky linking with Whippy.
Bro. Me and her can talk. I'm gonna understand some business. Right. Yeah.
No. I ain't trying to hear all that. You can talk and understand business. You sneaky linking with Whippy.
Yes, I would. I damn sure would all day. Happy to do it.
Oh,
yes,
that's
I would.
crazy.
I would. Yeah.
Oh,
With the Goldberg. Yes, I would.
Wow.
Yes, I
Wow.
would. Ain't no shame in my game.
For money or for free?
I don't want no money.
Yeah. I'm not taking down Whippy Goldberg. That's not what I'm doing.
I hear you, bro. I take one. I'm
Yeah,
taking
take
it.
it for the team, bro.
No, this ain't for the team. This is for Joe Lockett.
I mean,
this ain't no pity. I would love to be in, bro. The pedigree of Whippy Goldberg. To say I hit a Whippy, to be that I was a sneaker link and I can't tell nobody.
hey,
Man, that's bro. Okay.
What we say? Weird flex, but okay.
Do I find Whippy attractive? Hey, she's attractive in many ways, Glitter. Let me tell you. Whip is attractive in many ways.
And
let me tell you,
before we go on, this
let
ain't
me-
my
hold
this
on.
is just my opinion.
But hold
Let me
on,
go
do
over.
Beyonce find do Beyonce find Jay-Z attractive?
Don't do this. Don't do that. Beyonce and Jay-Z are relative to each other.
Well, which Whip is well up to me.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hey, at the end of the day, bro, listen,
wrong.
y'all can
Hey,
look at listen.
You win, dog. You
I ain't
win.
trying to win. Whippy
But you
Goldberg.
did though. You ain't
Joe
trying
Lockett.
to. Hey, you ain't trying to win, but I gave it to you.
Whippy Goldberg. I'll be your sneaker link. I'm 53 years old. If you want me, hey, send your people to come get me. I'm coming. I missed the show for you.
That's crazy.
I mean, I've seen Whippy looking very beautiful. Yes.
Whip it.
Yeah, bro. Whippy, I've seen, bro.
I ain't saying she ugly.
She not. Whip is a beautiful black woman, bro. Real talk. Real talk, bro. Like I said, you 25. I'm 53. That's different. You
That's
know
a
what I'm
difference.
saying?
That's a difference.
Me and Whippy, we're close.
That's
you know
a
what I'm saying?
difference.
We're way close. So I can expect you to say, no, she's too, she's just like being with my mom. For me, that's like being with my baby.
That'd be like me and my grandma.
Oh, the drinking got nothing to do with this one right here. And the drinking got nothing to do. Listen, y'all hashtag at Whippy Goldberg. Hashtag Whippy Goldberg. I would definitely be her sneaker link. I'll never tell Whippy, I promise.
Oh, okay.
Send me Whippy.
Oh, you ain't gonna Jada Pick.
No, I ain't got nothing, bro. Listen, if Whippy find time to spend time with me, bro, listen, I don't want nothing from her. Just to be able to spend time, and bro, after we do our thing and we, I rock her, I will rock your world, Whippy Goldberg. Let me just say that.
Oh, okay.
I got you, Whippy. Trust me, your eyes gonna go in the back of your head. You message your boy Joe Lockett.
All right, let's go ahead and move on, dog.
Okay.
Let me go ahead and
Okay, but Whippy
move
Goldberg,
on
let me
real
just
quick.
say, hey, Whippy. Go ahead, dog.
Bugging. All right, next up.
You hate on bugging. Hey, Whippy. At Whippy Goldberg for your boy Joe Lockett, y'all. Put it out there.
That's crazy. Top Hot 100 Billboard list. Shout out to DJ Mustard and Kendrick. They hit with Not Like Us. It's the #1 song out in the nation right now. #1 on all streaming platforms. So shouts out to them. Mostly shout out to Mustard because this ain't the first time Kendrick did this. He got at least about 3 of them on there right now. But shout out to DJ Mustard over there holding it down for the West Side. Y'all did what's going to be literally probably the song of the summer. So quick shout out to you guys.
Okay, can I ask this question? Because I'm going to create just a little bit of tad bit of confusion. Okay, because what you just said, this is the song for the summer.
Yeah.
Okay. If Drake come out with a song that's not a diss song, it's the song of the summer, what are y'all gonna say now? Who's the top dog?
You can do that, and they're not. And I'm not gonna say they're not gonna do that.
No,
But if
no,
Drake-
I'm just asking.
No,
so what you just said.
Can I get an opinion, dude?
I'm just saying, what y'all gonna say?
He made the song for the summer, and that's what I'm gonna say.
Did y'all gonna say he topped Kendrick? Y'all gonna say
He lost this.
But I ain't gonna say he lost that, but I'm saying for the summer for the billboards, he beat Kendrick. If he does this, he come up with a song that goes #1.
Did he beat Kendrick?
Okay, I want you to say that on air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on. Don't just because I picked my side, don't confuse it.
Okay.
I love Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole above all of the artists out right now.
Okay.
Those are my 3.
Okay.
So if he was to come out for the song of the summer, that's regardless on the beef and how they won or not. People on they stands on both sides of the camp is going to say what they say.
I ain't worried about that.
No, I'm just saying me. I'm just saying me. If Drake
I want you to come on the air and say, Drake, you did it. You beat Kendrick, right? You got the song of the summer.
No, I'm not saying
#1.
he beat Kendrick.
No, I'm saying for the song of the summer.
But I'm saying
for the song of the summer, you beat Kendrick. You #1. I want to hear you say that.
It ain't.
Cause he #1.
Okay, that's
for the summer. If he take #1 spot, I want to hear you say, Drake, you #1 for the summer. You beat Kendrick.
I'm not gonna say he beat Kendrick. I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna say that.
Well, then you
but I'm gonna say he made the song for the summer. That's not what they was in a competition about. So I'm not gonna
It's
make
not
it.
a competition.
No,
I am saying about #1.
That's what you're making it because you beat Kendrick. It's
for
other
the
folks
song
on this
because
top
you just
100.
said
It's
you
other
just
folks on this top
hold,
100
but you
now.
just said Kendrick got the song for the summer. If Drake come in and get the song for the summer, if he does it,
if he comes in and get the song for the summer, then he earned the song of the summer. But that's not what them two was in a competition about. So I'm not going to make it a competition about that.
Oh wow! Okay.
Joe, you're talking with 2 dudes that one makes it a point to make #1s, and another one makes it a point to make big bodies of work. Okay. If he comes out for the song of the summer, he just came out for the song of the summer. That's not what they was competing over.
So you were wrong. So I want you to come back and say then, Kendra, you don't have the song of the
No,
summer.
I'm not going to say none.
Wow.
I'm not going to say none of that.
Wow.
You're trying to make me say something I'm not finna say.
Because
I'm
you
telling
just said Kendrick got the song of the summer. If Drake come back and make the song of the summer, Kendrick ain't got the song of the summer. So you're wrong. So you need to come back and say, I was wrong. Kendrick didn't have it. Drake got it now.
No, I'm not finna say that. I'm not finna say
That's so
that.
biased. That's so biased, but it's okay. Go ahead, bro.
Next up. Yeah, because you think I'm finna say some shit.
No,
I'm
you
not
ain't
finna
got to say
I'm
it,
not-
bro.
I'm not gonna say
But you proved my point. Go ahead.
Look,
Thank you, sir.
we are getting into our main topic for today that's gleaming over. I know we had a long news, but it was a lot to get into. And we both went on tangents.
I went on tangent more though.
You did.
I
but,
did.
You know, it's the Joe Lockett Show.
Today it is. Last couple of weeks, I don't know. I had to regain my status, man, because you and Denise were kicking my ass. I wasn't even talking on my own show. The camera was on y'all and everything.
Oh my God.
I just said I felt like Drake. I quit.
Drake, hold up. Drake didn't.
Drake quit, bro. Drake did the right thing. Drake quit because again, if somebody shot up my house, bro, or shot, somebody at my place got
Hold on. In the comparison to that beef,
comparison.
no, I'm saying for what's going on in real life with Drake and stuff like that, it's not anything tied to Kendrick.
No, it ain't tied to Kendrick, but I'm saying
like
that. No, it had nothing to do with Kendrick, but I'm saying
I was just making it.
No, but
Yeah.
if something happened like that in my life at my house, well, one of my security,
I'm not focused on no beef.
No, but I'm saying they ain't got nothing about the beef. I heard this ain't got nothing. Again, y'all can say I lost. I got other stuff I got to take care of at my house. This is life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
and
internet and one of my security and somebody going by, like you said, getting into that situation and got to my house. We got a whole nother problem here.
Yeah.
And this ain't got nothing to do with Kendrick. So, like I told everybody, people can say they lost or whatever, but I'm with Drake. I got to take care of life situations right now. This ain't important to me.
Shout out to the security guard. I know that was a life-threatening situation. I think he's recovering well. I haven't heard any other news.
Yeah.
But if he's still dealing with this, prayers up to you and your family.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into the show.
As far as with the main topic of the show. It's been trending, y'all. A teacher is trending online.
Yeah.
For letting his students untangle and braid his hair.
So if y'all have not heard about this teacher that let these students unbraid his hair, hey Shar, how's it going? He's a school teacher, and there's a lot of we're gonna talk about this. Like I said, take down your hair, right? How would y'all feel if you saw your daughters or your sons on a live stream with their teacher, and they're taking down their teacher braids on live stream?
No, it wasn't live stream. It was a video.
But he put it up.
Yeah.
He recorded and he put it on social media, right? And he got fired, okay, from his job. His name is Mr. Lee. And he's saying he did nothing wrong due to the fact that they were just taking down his hair. Other people saying, maybe it's, they're looking at it from the creepy side. Got it. But he's a teacher. I'm asking people who are watching our show on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, hit the show, hit the like button, y'all. Let's get my likes up to 5,000. Hit the like button, Rachel. Hit the like button, Sassy, Shar. Hit that like button, Christy. Let's go. Miss Hanson, I need y'all to hit the like button, okay? I need to get to 5,000 likes at least. If you saw a video with and this teacher, let me say this, he's not a teacher he's not a beautician, right? That's not his job at that school. He's a math teacher, to my understanding. He's a science and math teacher. So 10 minutes before the class is over, he recorded young ladies taking down his hair and he put it out there on social media. Parents, how would you feel about that? Some people are saying, I don't see a problem with it. Some parents are saying they see a problem with it. Before I get into my diatribe about what I feel and what nephew, because we both teach in schools. Nephew is a substitute teacher. I'm a mentor and I am a teacher in the schools on a weekly basis. I'm not a substitute teacher. I'm not a teacher, but I teach with a program under the Birmingham Board of Education in Birmingham that I work with, and I teach in the school 2 days a week. That's my job. How would you feel, America, if you saw your daughter in a video with their teacher taking down his hair? Is that okay with you? Is that not okay with you? At first, I thought it was innocent, but after more thought, he should have known better. Inappropriate, but not creepy. It could be taken out of context. I don't think I like it. Hey, to Tel Aviv, I'm asking y'all, comment on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. How would you feel about it? We would have had a man-to-man talk. Be honest. If you saw a video of your daughter taking down their math teachers or their science teacher hair on social media, how would you feel about it, parents? Are you okay with the teacher asking your kid to take down their braids before they go get their hair done?
Now, do you want me to go through social media comments on it?
Sure, let's go.
Shout out to Tony Baker. His thing was my thing on this, the fact that it's recorded and it's a bunch of students, make me feel better about it. With teachers and students, public transparency is very important. Another person said, world is sick. Fathers can't kiss their children. Teachers can't be a positive role model in children's life. Can't speak on born males identifying as women. They just went on a tangent. This is Tisa something Miller. Shout out to you. Trying to scroll down. Lady, hold on. The projection is from unhealed trauma from Mac Mustang. I don't see what's wrong with this now. If he gets fired, and well, he did get fired, okay, and they hire a white teacher that treats them all like ish, y'all all better shut up.
Okay, so let's go here, y'all. You guys just liking to the Joe Lockett Show. Mr. Lee got some young women from different classes and some from his class 10 minutes prior to the class ending to take down his braids because he's going to go get his hair done. His social media is in the uproar about this. Was he right or wrong? And he got fired from his job for doing so. Like I said, I'm speaking from being a person that's in the schools often. Nephew is speaking from being a substitute teacher in the schools quite often. So we're both speaking from the experience of being in this position, having the authority to make these kind of decisions. And let me say this before we get started into this, y'all. The one thing that I'm going to say, share this video because I want to talk to parents. Are you okay with seeing a video of your daughter taking down a teacher's hair? And let me say this: he's not into, he's not a beautician. That's not the class they're in. He's a science teacher or a math teacher, one of those teachers. But his teaching paralysis is not for hair and nails. Okay. How would you feel if you saw that video of your daughter taking down their teacher's hair? Put it in the comments. Let's go. Now, let me say this in the Birmingham school system, right? Nephew, you know this. They tell us, right? Do not give out your phone number to your students, right? Mm-hmm. They tell you, do not put students in your car. Don't pick them up from home or anything like that. You are a teacher for the Birmingham school system. You are not their friend. There are rules and regulations in the Birmingham school system that you sign a piece of paper, correct? Mm-hmm. That you're going to follow. Now, someone told me yesterday, that, well, damn, Joe, if that's the case, all teachers need to be fired because all teachers break these rules. Everybody does, it different. So people getting their panties in a bunch over somebody taking down somebody's hair. To that, you say what, nephew?
I can share the sentiment. It's inappropriate.
It's a he. It's a he, y'all. It's not a she. It's a he.
This is
a male teacher.
I will say it is inappropriate. But the context is what a lot of folks are either trying to or kind of, which they're justified to do. Because what I've been seeing about this is that a lot of folks, especially other guys, have came out to say, yo, you're not letting anybody take, because when you're dealing with your girlfriend or somebody you're trying to talk to, sometimes in replace of money, y'all smash just for her to take your hair down. And that's been some of the conversations that a lot of other dudes say, oh, he might be grooming these kids up to do something like that slimy. From what I've seen, this ain't the first type of video that he's done showing off the kids either, and we're going to go into it later.
No, we're going to go into
him getting his nails.
Play the video if you got it. Play the video.
Done.
If you got the video, because I want people to get in context, and we're playing the video of Mr. Lee.
I need that one with the nails and stuff.
I'm not even pulling it up right now.
Yeah. But he does have videos where they're doing his nails and stuff like that, putting a new coat and stuff on it. He going through another one where they doing his hair. Like, it ain't the first time they did his hair that he made a video about. Like I said, it's inappropriate if you don't get the context behind it. Now, I do know with our system, especially with yours, Birmingham City, they do have a cosmetology class,
right,
where there are students that do that with their teachers, or their teachers will bring other teachers in,
and that's
to be a test subject. And like you said, that context on that is different in itself too. So again, I get it all day that it's inappropriate. I do think he should have did a lot more. He has a responsibility as an educator to be educated on the perception this will give off.
Okay.
And that's the only part that I'll say to that. He should have known better than to send this off as if it can just get written off lighthearted. Because in most of his videos, there are just girls. Regardless on if you identify or whatever it is that you want to identify as, the perception is that these are mostly girls doing this with a grown man. And as much as I can refute it and say that it ain't that deep, these are people's daughters. It will be that deep. So you have a due diligence to be responsible, not just for yourself, but for your kids. But he don't give off creepy vibes to me. He does give off other vibes, but creepy, pedo, that type of vibes, no. And that's my opinion on it.
All right. This is Joe Lockett Show.
Have a daughter.
I got 2 daughters. Y'all know I got a lot to say on this one today. That's why I come and say this is gonna be the show. Mr. Lee, if you guys just tune into the Joe Lockett Show, the video that I really want to get a lot of parents' response, mothers and fathers. Mr. Lee, a teacher, has went viral on social media, got fired from his job because he recorded a video of his students, which was all girls, taking down his hair. And he got backlash. He got fired from his job for it. Where do I begin, America? Okay. I'm a father of 2 girls. I'm a teacher, right? Not on the everyday system, but I've been in schools, I mentor and all this other stuff. Been doing it for over 10 years. There's a lot of problems that I see with this teacher, Mr. Lee. If someone want to tag him in this, I'm going to say to you, I watch your videos and I disagree with you that you say it's harmless because it's hair. It is not harmless if you don't have my permission for you to put my daughter on social media taking down your hair. I'm her father. You're her teacher. When I sent my daughter to school that morning to go to your class, as far as I knew, because of the school that she was going to, when she went to your class, she was going to do math or science. See, what you don't realize, Mr. Lee, is that your personal feelings don't have a damn thing to do with what your job is at whatever education system that you're in. I understand as a teacher, you have to mold yourself and be where you can relate to the kids. I get that part. I do understand that. But in the confines of your job description is not to be my daughter's friend to the point where she feels comfortable enough to take down your hair on camera. What if I don't want my daughter on social media like that? It's not innocent that my daughter is on social media taking down your damn hair. Here's the other thing, Mr. Lee, that I see as a father and a teacher in the school system. You put yourself in a situation and you're on social media doing videos, the audacity, the unmitigated gall that your behind have to say these are text messages that students are sending me. Why the F is my daughter texting you? A grown-ass man. Why is my daughter texting you? Her teacher. What people tell me is this here. That's normal. Well, parents, you need your ass whooped. I'm going to say this. To any parent saying that's normal, that your kids are texting your teachers and they're having conversations with your teachers and you don't know about it, that's a problem. I don't care. It's your job to be a damn parent first. See, I don't care about the creepiness. The creepiness starts when the lines are crossed. You're a teacher. I can understand that there's some parents that are not in their kids' life. I can understand that teachers want to be the kids' friend. I get that. But you need to, as a teacher, you need to get permission from the school, the principal, or the parent to have communication with that child outside of your class. That ain't your child, bro. Period. You're having inappropriate conversations. If my daughter or son texts you and I don't know about it, I'm not in a group text about it. You are illegally, in my opinion, without my damn permission, and I got a problem with it. I don't care what any other parents think because it's not cool.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What if those are texts in a group chat?
If it's in a group chat where other adults are, where I am in it, or the principal, because see, the principal needs to notify me. No adult need to be talking to my child after school hours without my permission. Period. If anybody from a school system from 8 to 3 or whatever time school gets out, if you contacted my child, you should contact me first. I need to know every contact you're having with my child after school. I'm the parent. You don't get that privilege with my child after school, bro. Period. That's inappropriate. That is wrong. That is my child. Does it happen all the time? Yes. Is it right? I'm going to say hell the F no. I don't care if the teacher intentions are good. I don't care about that, bro.
I've been in a lot of group chats with my teachers when I was in school. For my football coaches when I was playing that, for my band teachers.
Your mama knew, bro. Your mama knew. Tell me your mama didn't know.
No, she knew.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about if I know that you're talking to my child after school hours and I don't read the chat, that's on me. But I better not look up on damn social media and see my child taking down your hair and you they damn math teacher, they science teacher, and we talking about that's okay. Because you're trying to create some kind of damn bond with my kid. No, bro, we're not finna do that, Mr. Lee. I don't care how innocent you are. I don't think you're whatever people may call you creepy. But what you did do as a grown-ass man, as a teacher, you disrespected the parents of those kids. You should have got permission from every parent that I'm going to do this 10 minutes prior to my class being over. Is that okay? You put these kids' parents, you put these kids Joe, on so.
Let's play the other side to that now.
Go ahead.
Because I'm with you. It should be alerts and there should be stuff said. We don't know if he didn't have that type of.
He didn't, because ain't nobody said nothing. That ain't in all his crying videos. He didn't say I contacted the parents. He not once said I contacted him. He told us what the kids texted him about.
I get that point, but in the midst of you losing stuff or you losing your job or whatever it is, I'm just trying to paint the other
picture. It ain't no other picture, bro. Right now we can't paint another picture because ain't no parent came to his rescue.
We just admitted how normal that is in the schools, even though that is the rule.
It's normal because parents, a lot of parents don't.
It might not be clicking for him that he has to
and he's
bring
stupid.
off that.
And bro, I'm gonna say, Mr. Lee, I hope people pass to him. You're stupid if you don't know.
I'll say tone deaf.
Tone deaf my ass, bro. They told you when you went into school, you're not supposed to have a personal relationship with kids. Period. Every school system tells you that. You're not supposed to be texting, talking to, putting kids in your car. If what the kids do when you go to school as a teacher, your job is one thing: teach the subject, give them homework, talk to their parents about what's going good and what's going bad. Have a parents-teacher conference. That is your job.
Personal interactions. I don't think they said not to have a personal relationship. Personal interactions is what that sound like to me. With you contacting single-handedly direct to these kids, or you picking them up, you doing these things that can be intimate. Those are all day. I'm never finna. You right,
bruh. You don't contact my kid after school.
I had some teachers that be personal with me.
Okay, bro.
I had some teachers but they kept it teaching. They kept it in the school.
Okay,
but it didn't say they didn't have a relationship with the kids.
Well, have a relationship, bro. My teacher had a relationship with me when I was in the 8th and 9th grade. They did, but it was within school hours. Now, one of my teachers ever kept me after class, took me to special lunches, gave me special food. They talked to me. They guided me. They was my mentors. I had great teachers, but there was nothing never inappropriate where they're talking to me after hours, after school. If I stayed after school, I knew I was staying after school, and they would send a note home with me to my parents. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to allow the parents to know. You can't go out there, bro, have a man or woman touching these kids, touching in your damn hair. You see your kids on social media, right? You get fired. Now these kids, their pictures all over social media. I don't want y'all caught up in that shit. I don't want my daughter looking on social media caught up in the mess that you done mess around and created for yourself when you knew better. These young ladies don't even have an opportunity. They're caught up in this mess because of him, because he made a bad choice. That's messed up. That is messed up. And now you got these kids and you on video crying about these kids. They said, man, get the F up out of here, dog. Get the F up out of here, bro. I don't want to. You making yourself looking. You making yourself look worse when you sitting there talking about a kid texting you. My daughter texted you saying it's going to be okay, Mr. Lee, if we don't see you here. Man, are you kidding me? What the hell? When I see that and my daughter's in that video, give me your damn phone. And I'm finna get on the phone and call Mr. Lee right now. You better delete my damn daughter's phone number right now. You better never contact her again. And I'm gonna let my daughter know. You better never have another inappropriate conversation with an adult without me knowing. Matter of fact, my daughter ain't gonna have a phone because she's talking to a grown ass man. A grown ass man. You texting a grown ass man about his problems, and you my daughter. You need to be doing your schoolwork, not worrying about the dumb shit that he done. I got a huge problem with Mr. Lee. He gets no sympathy from me, none whatsoever.
But look, I wouldn't put so much on the daughter, because if it was on those type of tips, she was either being used or she was being exploited. And
it's my job as her parents to let her know that we ain't finna do that around here.
I got that all day, but I'm not blaming her for that.
I'm not gonna blame her for it, but she ain't gonna do it no more.
Like she's the part of the problem. And because I would be bummed out if one of my teachers that I had a good camaraderie or relationship in school did leave for those type of actions or allegations.
Yeah, but you're a child.
I don't give a damn how I feel about him.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But as a parent, I don't care about that.
You're not supposed to. You're the parent.
Exactly.
And you're also not the person that is with this teacher one-on-one and having this teacher teach you.
Okay.
You're the parent that dropped me off at school so you can go work.
And no, I'm the parent that's supposed to look. I'm the parent that's supposed to look after your well-being and make sure that teacher is doing what a teacher's supposed to do. That teacher is not supposed to be having you taking down his hair.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
Whether you want to say it's the end of the school year, something to do. You ain't got nothing to do. It's a bruh, Mr. Lee. Yeah, it's hair. Yeah, it's harmless. Do I think you're creepy? No. But do I think you messed up? Yes. And what I think is really messed up, well, me and you would have had a problem, and you probably been glad that they fired you because I couldn't find you as a parent, as a father, that you got on social media crying about these kids texting you. That there, bro.
It sounds like that's more of your problem than the hair.
I don't get, bro. More of my problem is all my problem. The hair, bro. You can call me whatever you want to. I'm an overprotective parent.
No, you is
about mine.
You is,
about
but
mine.
I mean, but it's your kid.
I'm gonna say this here.
But
you can say
that's your kid. Yes.
People can say what they want to say, what they want to. That's your kid. I'm saying this: teachers be a teacher. Okay. Even when I take picture with kids, right? I try to make sure that I don't take picture with kids unless their teacher or the school says okay to take pictures with their kids when I'm out there. Because just because you want to try to get clicks for your social media, if that parent say I don't want my kid in that picture, and why was my kid in that picture? Me, Joe Lockett, I got a problem. No matter what state you live in, you have to understand what a kid think is okay may not be okay for their parent. Let me say this again. What a kid think is okay may not be okay for the parent. It is the teacher's responsibility not to listen to the child and to make sure that it's okay with the parent before you do anything with anybody's child. And if you're a teacher and you got this relationship with these kids that they parent don't have, and you get caught the hell up, you deserve to lose your job. I understand there are bad parents out there. I understand that you probably got a better relationship and the parents don't give a damn about their kids. Some of them are not doing the right thing. I understand that, but is it worth your job? Because when you get caught, the school gonna hang your ass out to dry. Just because you're trying to be a good Samaritan to a kid and the parent ain't doing the right thing and you trying to do stuff and picking them up and going, they call you in the middle of the night because they didn't got caught because they can't call their parents and you go there. If you get caught, the school gonna fire your ass.
They are.
Let me say this again. You can be a good Samaritan to a kid. You can't save a kid from their parent. Teachers, you cannot save a kid from their parents. You would never win. No matter how right you are, no matter how innocent you are not these kids' parents. You don't get to dictate what you should and should not do. The only thing as a teacher, let me tell you what our responsibility is: to report it. That's it. If it goes good, bad, ugly, indifferent, if you can't live with that, you make your own actions towards that. But don't cry when your ass get fired or you get put in jail or that parent filed charges against you. That is what we are told when you enter into a school system. The system will not protect the teacher. No matter how right you may seem, it's not your child. You're interacting with a child because of the brand that you signed a contract on, which is that school system. You are a representation of the school system that you are teaching under. Teachers, you are a representation under the brand that you signed on, under the school system that you signed on under. And you signed a bunch of papers like I have to say you're not to do this, and this when it comes to these kids. And they will let your ass know quickly if you don't go by any of these rules and you don't have our permission to do these different things, we will fire you. We will not protect you in court. All charges, whatever, we have nothing to do with that. You're on your own. We all sign these things when you become a substitute, teacher, mentor, or whatever. I don't care how right it seems, how creepy you're not being, how you think kids need to be doing this and kids need, bro, you're a teacher. You are a teacher, not a parent. You don't get to dictate what you can and do with somebody else's child, whether you think they're wrong or right. As a teacher, you got one damn responsibility, Mr. Lee: report. See, you want these kids to like you. You want these kids to know that you're a cool teacher and they're going to do their work. But you got to set boundaries, bro. I get what you're doing, but there are ways to do it. And what you did, you crossed all down. That wasn't even a damn gray area, but you went into the red zone 1,000%. You put these kids on social media without their parents' consent. And then you get on social media, well, we've done this before. Well, nobody just said nothing before. You were wrong when you put it on the first video you ever put up of somebody else's child on social media when you being a teacher and you didn't get their permission, bro, on your personal page. Nephew, it's wrong. That's a personal game. I didn't give you permission to pimp my child. I didn't give you permission to put my child on your video.
Alrighty. This is what I'll ask. Because he's not the only teacher to do that.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of teachers that make TikToks with their kids,
mm-hmm.
that go through certain curriculums with their kids,
mm-hmm.
or just for the fun of it,
mm-hmm.
they make different TikToks with their kids.
Okay.
And I think he saw this as being another lane to it. And I think that's why a lot of folks, at least on social media, maybe not with your crowd, but on social media is looking at this as if it's harmless because it's not anything we haven't seen before.
It is something we haven't seen before because he's not a beautician. He's a science teacher or a math teacher, one of them. You're not, when you say those teachers are putting curriculum on there, they're doing Spanish, they're welcoming their kids to class, they're doing different things. I've seen these videos, right?
And there's other teachers with students that are doing trends on TikTok, and they're going through it with their whole class.
Okay, they're doing the TikTok dance with the whole class.
It may not be the dance. I'm saying trends because it's
okay, but they're doing
dancing.
things interactive where you can say is working with the curriculum that they are doing.
Not all of them, no.
Okay,
There's some that do the curriculum. Those are different from the ones that actually do this just for fun with their kids and to be a lot more
and I would ask,
with them.
and I would ask those in the ones that you're talking about. Do you have permission from the school and the teachers? I mean, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, so
I just know that some of them go
Okay.
viral.
Okay,
They go very big
but,
viral.
but they go viral. But again, if the school is going viral and the teacher got the okay from the school and got okay from the parents, that's a different ball game. That's
hold on, but and that's the only thing I brought back up when we was going about it. We don't know. That's my
the school
only
fired
point.
his ass. We know.
No, the school fired him, but
So we know.
as far as with the rest of the other teachers, we don't know if the school allowed
So-
that either.
But what I'm saying,
And we don't know if the parents were so against it. Like that's
But-
the only
no,
thing
it's
for it.
not, bro. Because if it was a problem, right, we would know.
But that's his response to it. Because
What's his response? He got fired.
His response to it, and I'm not trying to speak for him. Whatever he's saying, he's saying.
Uh-huh.
But from what I've seen, just like I don't know his situation when it comes to these kids one-on-one, he might not have asked these kids.
He
parents
did because he
one-on-one.
got fired.
Again, damn, Joe, let me make the point. Hey, get out of the daddy mode. Your kids is not over here.
Hey, all of my kids.
No, they're not.
He got fired.
No, hold on. We can't take this approach to all of them your kids, but then don't want them to be personable with them and that they don't need to be
Hey,
having this
if
type of
it was my
relationship.
case, his ass would have been fired and the whole other thing. But go ahead.
But you in daddy mode.
Go ahead.
Again, take your feelings out of it.
I
Make it
can't.
clinical, dude.
I can't.
If these
I'm gonna let you do
kids,
that.
if I do it all the time, I do substitute. But that's where the difference is between folks that care about it and folks that don't. I see them as a check. It's other folks that see them as actual people that's going to be leading the new world. And those are the folks that have more of a passion of it. Like I said, I don't know if this dude got that type of passion. I ain't trying to speak for it. But I'm also not, I don't know if he had the clear or if he didn't. But if I'm looking at the field, he's not the only teacher that you could say this is inappropriate that have made a TikTok or some type of video to be viral on social media with students. He's not. It's been
Okay, I'm
female
gonna tell
teachers
you-
to do it. It's been other male
Okay.
teachers to do it.
I'm gonna tell you
Where
what
they're dancing, doing the, and you know these TikTok dances.
I understand.
So like let's keep it all around the board.
Okay,
We're
let's
gonna
keep it all around the board. Oh, this is what I would tell my child. Okay, I don't give a damn that Joe and John went out there and did the same thing. I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
Period. You bringing up other teachers' brain got nothing to do with me. just like me.
But that might be a case for his job.
Okay,
I would bring up other cases.
No, but y'all can bring up a case for the job. But as a teacher, I can say other teachers are doing this stuff too. But me as a teacher going in, I can look at all these other things what other teachers do, and I go into these schools and do the same thing. I can say this is my case, right? And I know the papers that I signed. I'm still responsible. Bringing up other people, what they did and what they got away with, bro, is not gonna fly here. Those people, whatever they did, they either got permission or the parents was okay with it. They didn't see it as being anything wrong. He put himself in this situation, he got fired. He should have got fired. Because the school would tell you, I don't know what school system you're in, if it becomes a backlash on whatever you do, the school's gonna hang you out to dry.
They are.
They let you know that up front. They're not siding with you against the parents in the school system.
They are.
And according to what the school said, he broke the rules of getting permission from the parents and them, according to what I read.
I got you. Keep going.
You know what I'm saying? So he was in the wrong 1,000%. That's why they fired him. He broke guidelines that he signed on for. That's why they fired him. They didn't fire him for the hair. They fired him for inappropriateness. I guess some whatever the words they use or whatever they determined to use. He broke the rules that he signed on to be a teacher. That's why he got fired. Again, he put himself in that situation. I don't feel sorry for Mr. Lee or any other teacher that's out there doing stuff for the good of the kids, but you don't have permission from the parents or the school. Let me say that again. I understand that there are a lot of kids out there that parents are not doing what they need to be doing. But you as a teacher, you're between a rock and a hard place. You really are. Like if I buy something for a kid, or if I do something for a kid, I give it to the principal or I give it to the advisor. And I let them handle it. I'm like, this is what's going on in my classroom. This is what I see. Can you please make sure that this get to this child in whatever way possible? If I want to give some money, I give money to. If the school will take it, I will give money to the school and say hopefully it get to them.
I ain't doing none of that.
But I'm saying, if that's what you're doing, you got to cover your ass as a teacher, because the school system will hang you out to dry. They're not going to bat for you because they tell you up front, you're not these kids' parents and we cannot defend you. They're not going to court and spending thousands of millions of dollars to defend you in court against somebody else's kids when you did wrong. You sign a paper. I don't care what school you're in. You say you're a teacher. Period. You can be well-meaning. Do I think Mr. Lee was well-meaning? I'm going to take him at his word. Well-meaning. But he was out of pocket. As a grown man, bro, you do not have kids, young lady, taking your hair down. No matter how innocent it is, no matter if it's just hair, no matter if you're not creepy. Now, what made it really creepy for me is the videos you made subsequently after that. You crying about the text messages that kids sending you. Like I said, bro, you incriminating yourself for me as a father, looking at you even more. Why the F are you crying about a text message my daughter sent to you? You crying about that, dude? For real? Why are you putting this on social media? That my daughter, that these two students are texting you. See, some of y'all parents think it's okay for your kids to be texting their teacher. I don't know what the hell this society is getting to. I don't get this where y'all think that you trusting your kid with certain adults and they can have a texting relationship without you being in a group text. I don't get y'all parents. I'm being honest. I don't. You parent your kid the way you parent, but I don't want no teacher or no adult, my child under 18, having a conversation on the phone through a text message with my kid after school hours that I don't know about. That's just me personally. There's nothing you need to say to my kid that you don't need to say to me first. Or I don't know that you're saying to my kid.
I mean, some teachers do text between like the emails and stuff too.
Bruh, there is no reason that a teacher need to be texting you that a parent don't know that you're texting or emailing after hours to my kid that I don't know about. I'm your guardian. I supposed to know any kind of interaction after 3 o'clock. You're off the clock.
For the email part, there's a lot of stuff you got to turn in,
and I need to know as a parent. And I need to know as a parent. I should know because I'm the one who's gonna make sure you get it done. It ain't just you, bro. I need to know.
I guess.
No, bro. If you got a child nephew, you're not gonna. So what you gonna sit and tell me? You got kids, right?
I don't have kids.
No, but if you got kids,
okay.
No, you got kids, right? And some teacher is texting your kids or emailing your kids about an assignment that they haven't turned in. Are you gonna trust your kid to get it turned in?
I'm gonna look at the text away. I'm definitely gonna look at the text away if I don't know about it. But emails, no, because I had to get a lot of emails sent out to multiple teachers when I was in school.
So if it don't get done, okay, so
and I would email them back and forth on how I'm getting my work in or what I messed up on.
So you as a parent,
I ain't got it done in class.
So you as a parent now, you're okay with a child having that interaction and you don't know your kid ain't got their work done.
To a point, yeah, because I'm not micromanaging that.
Okay.
Okay, but I've been through that point of it.
Okay,
that goes to me trusting whatever I did with my kid in the system that I put them in.
Okay,
I'm not. Okay, I'm not micromanaging that point to it because I've been through that point of the email aspect. I'm only talking about the emails.
So the email. So if your kid
texting sounds more personal. You ask me. Texting sounds more personable to my kid if I don't know about it. Okay. You don't need to be texting my kid when I don't know.
So you saying
emails and stuff like that
you
all
have no
day because that's more work related.
There's
nowadays there's limited things that they can even do on that end when it's going to this teacher. And a lot of these teachers have these emails set up on a work account. So I'm not thinking that. Okay, if you want to be a part of it, I'm not saying not to.
What do you mean? If my child haven't turned in their work, nephew, if my child have not turned in their homework,
work related, I'm not tripping on that,
bro.
I'm not.
This is my child. That. You should micromanage your child as a child.
It's not. If they in high school, they not.
They are a child. They got to graduate. They're not going. A high school teenager is trying to get ass. Is trying to go out there and have a good time. You got to get your kids in college.
And I'm not. It is my parent. If it's school related and it's with their school work email, I'm not doing it.
Bro, I'm sorry. If your kid is not going to take most times serious or what need to be taken serious. So
you thinking all of these teachers that's giving out these work emails are sending ass through an email channel part to their kids?
The parents
you think they over here doing all of that with their kids?
I think the parents should know.
That's a work email, Joe. Most of all these emails are tagged into the school system, so they can't even do all of that,
bruh.
That's micromanaging to a T. Like I said, I'm with you all day if I don't know about them having my kid number. I'm with you all day. But for the email ass point,
okay,
they are able to give out their emails because it's work related to the school system. If all of them have the same body of work tied to the same school system, so the school system can check everything they're doing.
Okay, so the school
they're not sending that.
So when my kid don't turn in their homework and y'all done went through all this other stuff and stuff don't get done, right? Who you gonna contact?
I'm contacting the teacher.
No, you're gonna contact the parent. When the kid ain't did what they supposed to do.
Wait, from what end? What are you talking about?
When that teacher that you said is work related email, and they contacting you, the student, and you have not turned in his homework 2 or 3 times, and they contact you through work email.
I'm not turning in nothing my kid need to be doing for himself.
No, listen,
that's his future.
Hold on.
That's his future.
But hold on. No, what?
That's his future. If he's not taking that serious, then you're going to be a failure. I'm not finna sugarcoat or
bro, we can't talk. So
micromanage that.
So man, you cannot even talk because at the end of the day, bro,
Joe, you gotta want to get that done. That's why I'm instilling my kid. I'm not finna be holding his hand in high school.
That's your
He's
job.
In high school.
That's your job. That's your job as a parent.
And if he doesn't care for it, then guess what? He's gonna be out by himself, assless on the street because you did not take none of what you were supposed to do serious.
This is where I would say parents, and I mean, you're going to vehemently disagree here.
We can vehemently disagree, but that's when that kid.
Because when you're 16, 17 years old, it is your job as a kid to disagree. That's your job. It is my job as
you
a parent.
also should have an understanding
But
of
you
what's
may
important.
not. But
and you're in school.
But you're still a kid.
But you're in school.
But you're still a kid.
That kids go to school.
Okay, but kid, you're still a kid.
And you go to school.
And you're going to make mistakes which you don't understand.
Hell no. Get on.
Get on, bro. It is a parent's job to get you
you're
through
gonna make
school.
mistakes, but if you choose not to work your butt off for what it is that you want, then that's your problem.
No, it's not your problem.
Yes,
it's my problem. You're my
yes,
child.
It is.
If you're an adult, if you're an adult, yes. But as a child, it is my job to make sure.
And they're going to get to 21, 22. Oh, you just a child. Because he's going to be bred in the same type of way that my mom and daddy going to micromanage my life.
That's fine, but I did my job.
No, hell no.
No,
you brought them out there to be micromanaged, and now they can't be self-sufficient by themselves.
Bro, you micromanage your kid because sometimes when you micromanage your kid when you're 16,
you micromanage a child that's from baby to at least 12.
Until they graduate.
From 12 on, they need to have an understanding that life is going to get real for you real quick.
Life is going to get real, bro. But I'm going to tell you something. The kids right now, because of the way you think, I think it's why we got a lot of problems because parents take their feet off the gas pedal.
If anything, you're putting in more to the gas. Because if you instill in your kid that this is important and that you need to get your work done,
you're a child.
That nobody is going.
You are a child. You don't know, bro. You are.
You don't know how to get your work done.
You are.
What do you mean? So you're not gonna learn how to get your work done until you're a grown adult? Hell no. That's dumb.
What kid is 16, 17? Bro, what kid 16, 17, 18 years trying to get their work done?
Joe, that doesn't mean nothing.
What? Yes, it does.
That's a choice.
Yes.
That's a choice not to get your work done.
A child's choice, and I'm your parent.
Joe, so they're not going to get their work done until they grown? That's what you're telling me? Because they're going to choose not to do their work when they actually a kid?
Yes.
No, that don't make sense.
It does make sense, bro.
You need to instill that in them early so they know, and there ain't no excuses when you're a grown-ass adult.
Nephew, what you
ain't no excuses when you're grown because ain't nobody finna give you none. But if you're a child, you need to get instilled early that you're a child and you still need to handle responsibilities. That's responsibilities. That don't mean shit. If you can't do that early and instill that in your kids, I don't give a damn what you say. If you get to an adult, guess what? Adult's not gonna handle you like a damn kid.
And guess what, bro?
And they're gonna kill you just like that little boy. They got shot in his house because of shit that they not gonna take, or they're not gonna look at you like you're a damn kid. Joe, I'm not gonna instill my kid that you can't handle your work or that I'm finna always be here. Because if I'm dead, guess who's not gonna do that for you?
So what you gonna do?
If I'm dead, Joe, and I'm not there, guess who's not gonna come around and tell you need to do your damn work? Guess who's not gonna be around when your grandparents are dead, Joe? Okay. When all of these other folks that don't give a damn are not there, who gonna tell you to get your work done as a team? You need to instill that when they start getting old and they got common damn sense.
Okay, so
you don't do that because then you're gonna be giving them an entitlement where they ain't equipped in real damn life. Because guess what? Mama and daddy, they always held my hand through shit, especially when I was doing stuff that I could handle. You gotta have faith in your kid too, Joe.
Okay.
If they got stuff they gotta do in school, that's why they in school. That's something they should be able to handle. That's school related. I'm not gonna say anything to somebody that's gonna help their kid. Help your kid all day, but instill in them that they gotta handle their business. Okay. Because if you don't, guess what they're going to be doing when they grown? Not handling their business. They're not going to respect what responsibilities are. This is that child's responsibility to go through school and handle your work. Because if you're an entrepreneur or you're a worker, that's what you always going to have, a responsibility.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Period.
So you good? You cook?
Go for it, man.
Okay, so let me tell you what you just said. I hear what you just said. So what you basically just saying at the age of 16, 17 years old, you say, fuck it. Let your kid go out there and cook and do what they want to go do, and they mess up their life. That's going to be on you as a... Hold on. I'll let you cook. I'll let you cook.
Go for it. That's a dumbass point. But they're not going to ruin their life.
Hold on. Did I let you cook? Did I not let you speak?
Speak.
Okay, so don't interrupt me. As a parent, and you 16 and 17 years old, and you say that they haven't learned at 15, 13, and 12, right? You're saying that you're going to let your kids do what the hell they got to do at 16, 17, 18 years old. If they don't get that work, that's on them because they need to learn better. No, as a parent, it is your job to parent your child as long as you can, as long as they are a child, because a child will make child mistakes. And as a parent, you know that. A child is going to be dumb and stupid and make stupid mistakes. As a parent, what you don't want is your child mess around and get in trouble at 16, 17, or 21 years old, and you didn't do your job because you took your hand off their life early on because you said they should have known and they didn't do it. That's on them. You as a parent, you're going to carry that burden for the rest of your life because you didn't do it. That's what you need to say. I understand what you're saying. Kids should be responsible. But, bro, let me tell you something. As a parent, kids are not. 16, 17 years old, they are not responsible. They're not thinking like you are. It is my job as your parent to think for you, to give you the opportunity that you may not give yourself. It is my responsibility. Hold on. I'm cooking. Hold on.
This shit is bull.
Okay, for you it's bull, but like I said, for me, if something happens to my child at 21, I'm going to be the parent to say I did my best. When I put you out into the world, you decide to make other choices. That's cool. But I would never relinquish my child at 16 and 17 years old in high school. And if they decide they didn't want to do something and I didn't say nothing about it because you should know better. How the hell you going to know the better at 16, 17 years old? You don't know that but 16, 17 years of life. I'm grown. I know better. I know what you've been through. I did not know what I was doing at 16, 17. There are things that I should have done at 16 and 17 years old. And I look at my mom and dad and say, why y'all didn't make me do that? Because I didn't know. I didn't think different.
Man.
Bro, I was in the band. I was really good. Okay. I got kicked out of school, right? I quit the band. I was really good in the band. I had an attitude, so I quit the band. I could have been, this is no joke, the next Kenny G. Could have been. But I quit the band. My parents let me quit for what you just said, right? That's cool. That was my choice. I was stupid. I was rebelling against my parents. This is the honest God truth. I rebelled against my parents. I didn't see the bigger picture of what I was doing. My parents should have stepped in and said, no, you're going to do this. Because what a parent job is to see your future and hold it in place. As you get an adult, when you become an adult, 21, 22, and you decide not to do it anymore, your parents have done their job.
Okay, so you went through with that. Let's go with that. And you went through with that and you didn't want to do it.
But I had the choice. I had the choice.
And you did it. Now you in something that you didn't even want to do.
No, I wanted to do it.
Your life set up to this now.
No, I'm telling you, nephew, this is different. I was good at it. I was rebelling against my parents.
Guess who dumbass decision was that?
Mine.
Then you need to live with that.
Wow.
You need to live with that.
Okay, and this nephew, this is where the conversation needs to end because you and I are different. Because a kid, again, that was as an adult. I'm telling you, that was dumb. I did not have the wherewithal, the brain to see the scale of what I was doing to myself because I was being mischievous and being a child. A child is going to do childish things.
And that's what you put yourself in. That's what you
put yourself in. As a child, you're going to do that anyway.
Then guess who didn't do the shit they wanted to do because they wanted to be rebellious for no damn reason.
Because you're a child.
But Joe, the child needs to know that's your home.
How do you know as a child?
Because you chose to do what you didn't want to do.
You are a child.
You chose to do what you didn't want to do. So your kid, so the parent is supposed to tell you what you want to do.
As a child, yes.
The parent is supposed to tell
a child,
16, 17-year-old what they want to do.
As a child, yes.
No.
Yes. As a child, yes.
There's a lot of kids out here that know if they want to do something, guess what they always going to
do. But you're a child.
But if you want to be rebellious, guess what a rebellious ass mindset going to give
you? If you get
don't want.
Nephew, if a child get kicked, if a child get in trouble at 16, 17, what are they going to bring you back to?
What?
If a child get in trouble at 16, 17 years old, what the police gonna bring them back to?
They're gonna bring them back to me.
Because why?
Because that's my responsibility.
Because you're a child. Hey, thank you. So you don't know what the hell you're doing when you grow.
No, my responsibility ain't always for what you decide to do for your life.
Bruh, you the parent.
No, it's not. What they want to do in their life, they have to decide that. I'm here to pick them up when they mess up, or when they need somebody as an ear or somebody that has been through life to help guide them with what they want to do.
You a parent.
If you want to do something, you're going to do what you want to, regardless.
You a parent.
If I'm not there as the parent, guess who they're still going to do? Guess what they still going to do?
But guess who they're going to blame it on?
They gotta blame it on themselves.
They're gonna blame you.
No, they not. If they blame it, if the kid is blaming their mama and daddy for what they didn't choose to do, they in the wrong for that.
Nephew, if your
They
child,
in the wrong for that.
Nephew, if your child go out there 16, 17 years and rob and kill somebody, they blaming you.
No, they not. They gonna blame that little badass kid that went and chose to kill somebody.
So
that ain't gonna be on. Hold up, hell no. Because if I'm raising my kids and they still choose to do something like that, that's they ungrateful ass. They need to be in jail. I'm not finna do that.
And so
that's a difference from how they choose to be versus how they're raised. We've seen it many a time. We've seen this many a times where somebody have been raised the right way, but they go off and kill somebody.
And who do they blame?
They blame them.
They blame the mom and daddy, bro.
You can't do that.
They say they was raised
the same way,
bro. They blame the mom and daddy. If you are a child, the system looks at your mom and daddy, regardless of how you scream about it. At the end of the day, if that's a child,
man, hell no,
bro. At the end of the day, your screaming don't make you right.
I don't give a fuck,
bro. I'm telling you. At the end of the day, your screaming. That don't make sense. I'm telling you, but it don't make sense. But I'm telling you, when your child is 16, 17 years old, they're not bringing that child to their house. They're bringing them home to you, and you are responsible for everything your child did. If your child get in trouble, your ass going to court. That's period. That is, you can scream and holler all day, but when your child get in trouble, they bringing them to your house. You the one got to go to court for them. You the one got to go do all that because guess what?
You're gonna ship their ass right on off.
Okay, you go
jail.
Okay,
because they was in the wrong.
But
that's what they need to be accountable.
Okay, you're making them, but you're doing a parent job.
Dude, I get that point that they're gonna bring me up there. That's the protocol. But if it's time for them to be accountable for what they need to be accountable for the actions they chose to do, I'm not the one that's gonna say, "Oh, he's just a baby." No, you want to act like a grown man. You get chosen and treated like a grown man. You need to be in the child place for when it needs to be. But guess what a child place is? In damn school. Like the point was. The point was, if they have to email with their teacher about some actual schoolwork that's regulated by the damn system, then yes, they're going to be coming and talking back and forth with their damn teacher. It's regulated by the whole school. If he wants to go on some creepy stuff, the whole school see it. So why would he do that on that? No, I'm just saying for the actual point. The actual point was, why wouldn't you let your kid comment back and forth or talk to his teacher through an email?
Because I'm the parent.
You gotta micromanage that too.
Because I'm your parent.
I get the point about them talking to them on their personals. But when it's actually not personal and it's through the whole guy and the coverage of the school system, yes, he's gonna talk back and forth, or she gonna talk back and forth with their teacher.
Nephew, okay, all the stuff you're saying in all the profane language that you're using, okay, I got you. But what I'm still telling you at the end of the day, when things go bad, if your kid fail, right, and they're not doing their work, who do they bring it back to? They're going to bring it back to the parent because we emailed your teacher. Hold on. This is what I'm gonna say as a parent, though. Or going along with your premise. If you email my child, you keep talking to my child. You see what I'm saying? Don't call me now because I should have been in there in the beginning. What I'm telling you is, when a teacher or a school system is interacting with your child, and I enroll my child into that school system, I enrolled you into that school system. I should be in on everything that's going on. If I choose not to open up the text message or the email, that's on me. But you having contact with my kids about something after school, they haven't finished their work, I, as a parent, should know. A kid is not equipped enough to have the wherewithal with all that they have going on in their life of playing, doing whatever they do in life, whatever they're doing. They ain't thinking about no schoolwork, bro. Cool. Teenage kids are not thinking about what, if I graduate, what they're going to look like. How am I going to be successful? It ain't many kids that's thinking on that level. They're thinking about getting laid, getting high, having fun, and possibly going to college.
And if that's their mindset, that's
most kids' mindset.
No, it's not, Joe. Because that's not a kid. I wasn't in school trying to fuck around and get high when I was in school. And guess what? For all of those that do that crap, guess when they get real? When they hit 17, 18, and freaking senior year, and now they trying to struggle to get some damn college credit.
Can I ask you a question? Because how many kids were like you in school?
Plenty.
No, I'm saying
plenty. You want me to call them? I can call them up on FaceTime. Do you want to see faces? I can go through what I taught through these school systems. That's an ignorant crowd. It's always gonna be an ignorant crowd. But that don't escape no responsibility that each and every last one of them have. They tell them that when they in school, when you're going through these grades. That's why they prep them up in middle school to high school. Yo, you can't keep doing this same stuff. You got to change your mindset because it's going to get real for you really, really fast. And if as a parent, they can't get that because you went through it too, guess what they're going to have the realism of, regardless on if I micromanage shit and they choose not to do it.
It's your job as a parent to micromanage.
All right, bro.
It's your parent. It's your job you don't give up your job as a parent, bro, to micromanage because you say your kids.
I don't think that's a job.
But you're saying but
I'm not a parent.
Okay.
And
what
I
you're
ain't
saying,
trying to be.
Okay, but like I said, you're speaking from your freelance as a young man that you had great parents that was under you, and your parents did have a tight rein on you. Your parents, you can't sit there and say your parents did not know what was going on in your life. Okay, you can't say your parents.
My parents knew what was going on because I told them what was going on.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, listen to what I'm saying. You're going through your experience because your mama and daddy was in your life. They cared about your education. They made sure you got your schoolwork and you had a good communication with your mom and dad.
But my mom and dad did not micromanage what I had to do because they taught me early. Because
and nephew, this is what you're missing as a young man. You had a good communication with your mom and daddy. You talked to your mom and daddy. You said you told them things to who you was talking to. You did. A lot of parents, a lot of kids don't do that.
But hold on. That's true. I'm not arguing that point. Mm-hmm. However your relationship is with your mom and your parents or whatever it is,
right?
That's your relationship. I'm not going to speak on nobody's relationship because that's what it is. I'm just talking about for the unknowns that we don't know with the situation. Mm-hmm. If they did have that type of situation, that's a completely different discussion for me. But if we don't know any of them, we can't throw against the side that he either didn't have contact with these kids' parents or that the school system was so against it. And if it was some nuance how it seems, there's been a lot of school systems that do this. So again, that doesn't take away from how inappropriate it was, how he wasn't responsible to those kids, or how the parents could perceive this when doing something that's social media related. Like I said earlier in the show, I'm with you all day. You should have never did no shit like this, period. Especially if you ain't got the clear. And you're right, you can't go based off of what you see with everybody else. But if I'm going through the guys and I'm putting myself in the situation, weirdly enough, if I'm putting myself in the situation and I'm feeling like there's a gray area in the field and that I have had some type of communication with parents, then I am probably looking at it in a way where, godly, I'm not thinking that this is so bad. That's my only point with that, with not knowing the information. But when it goes down to how you are with your kid, if you're going to micromanage and do stuff like that, then you do that. That's your
job as a parent.
That's what you feel like is your job as a parent.
As a parent job, and this is what I'm gonna say to you, nephew. You're not a parent.
I'm not.
So what I'm gonna say to you, when you get a child, bro, you're going to, if you ever have a child in your life, as a father to a daughter or a son, you're going to give your child every opportunity to make sure that they got the best life possible. And you're going to do that for however as long as you feel that you can, especially if there's a child. As a 25-year-old man talking from your perspective, I respect it. I vehemently disagree with you. Wait till you get a child. I want to see you say that daughter that you love or that son that you love, right? At 16 and 17, they're not doing what they say, but they got on the horizon to do great things, and you see it, and you're gonna take your hand off the pedal because you're gonna say, if you miss this opportunity, that's up to you. You as a father, I'm gonna say this. Ain't no way in the hell you're gonna let your child do that. You're gonna do the best that you can as a father to help them get that. Let's say your kid got a scholarship.
My mom and dad did that for me.
No, but what I'm saying is, say if your kid got a scholarship, right? And you saying, well, it's up to you. You 16, you make your own choices. I ain't gonna say nothing about it.
But Joe, if he earned the scholarship, he was putting that work in to earn the scholarship.
Okay, but he's still doing
different.
No, not.
That is different.
No,
Joe,
he doing dumb stuff that he ain't doing, and you saying you're gonna take the foot off the pedal.
Guess what? You're gonna reap what you sow.
Okay, so
you're gonna reap what you sow if you earn the scholarship and you just start playing around. That's what my parents have always done with me. That's why I'm taking it at this angle. That's what they always done with me. Yo, see,
So
if
your
you want to
parents
work
were
and do these things, then you need to know what
But
you
your
need to take
parents-
serious
But
and
your
what you don't.
parents was there when you was making bad choices. It's basically what you were saying. When you was going against the grain, your parents was there when you was making bad choices. Call your mom and dad. I promise you they will tell you that.
Yeah, they was
So
there.
so they
What
did
you
what you
mean?
said you're not gonna do.
No, Joe, I didn't. Hold up. You putting words in my mouth. I did not say I was going to just leave or not be present. I said when it goes down to schoolwork and what they need to do, that's their responsibility in school to handle their work. You
And if
get
they
one,
don't do it,
you only get so much responsibility
and
when
if
you
they
a child.
don't do it, and it costs them a scholarship,
And
who's
they need to
that on?
understand they
But
lost
bro,
the scholarship.
but if they don't do it, and you're the parent and you take your hand off of it and let your child handle it, and they mess up the scholarship, you're gonna say, so be it. That's on them, right?
That's on you.
Okay.
Because you didn't work.
Your mom and dad didn't do that.
You
for
stopped
But
working.
your mom and dad didn't do
They
that. for you,
did do
bro.
that for me.
Your mom and
I worked, Joe, they did do that
but your
for
mom
me.
and daddy had their finger on the pulse and made sure
they
you got
didn't.
it done.
No. What they didn't do was micromanage me. They went through every end and they said, all right, especially my dad. Oh, you want to play football? Okay. But remember what you quit on.
Uh-huh.
I call him now and tell him, he'll say that's on live now.
And I promise you, your daddy gonna say, I made sure that he understood the consequences of
Like
his
what I'm
repercussions.
saying.
No.
That's what I'm saying,
no,
Joe.
No. Bro, your daddy and your mama, I know them a little. When they saw you was going astray, they checked and they knew you were going astray. Correct?
Yeah.
What you're saying is the teacher and the student got a conversation going through email that the parents don't know about. They don't know you're going astray. And you okay with that?
Joe, they did for the stuff that I wasn't doing with my teacher. They didn't have to be so much part of the conversation with my teacher telling me you ain't doing your work when they came back and they saw that report card and you flunked the class.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So again, when you flunk the class, and I guarantee you, if I called your mom and you put your mom and dad on live right now, if you flunked that class and they didn't know about it and they was contacting with you, your mom and dad are gonna say they would have a problem with that. That's what I'm talking about.
But they gonna also
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I didn't say I wasn't gonna have a problem.
No,
I'm just
that's
not going
what
to
I'm
micromanage
saying. That's
decisions
micromanaging.
in school.
That's micromanaging.
Okay, if you want to say that's micromanaging.
That's micromanaging because now I'm abreast of the situation. Now I'm making sure that you're doing the small things that need to be done. That's all I'm telling you, bro. As a parent, it is my job to micromanage you. It is my job to make sure you don't like me. I am not your friend. I don't give a damn how you feel about me as micromanage you. I don't care. I'm your daddy. I will micromanage your ass until you get out of my house. Because why? I'm doing it for the right reason. Whether you like it or not, I don't give two shits about that. I'm doing my job as a parent. Because what's not going to happen is you're going to succeed at every point possible because I'm going to give you every tool possible because I'm going to do everything in my whereas in my power to make sure my child is going to be successful. That is my job as a parent. It is not your job as a kid to hopefully that I'm going to give you the opportunity to mess up something that you don't quite understand because you should know better. That ain't my job as a parent.
Why is it at that point they don't know better in a damn
I don't know, Brian.
No, that speaks to how you brought them up too.
Okay, it may be.
If we're gonna talk about that point, it speaks to how you brought them up too. Because if all through their childhood you didn't instill some way that they need to understand what they do have repercussions, whether it's positive or negative. By the time they in high school, they probably
but
rebelling against this and that because they got steered in one direction. They didn't get any understanding.
Because nephew, let me tell you something. Every parent knows their child. So some parents see their child in that situation and know that they got to hold their hand because they're going to go astray, right? It ain't because the parents just took their hand off the kid and get it. They know their child at the end of the day, and they know what they got to do to get their child to get to a certain place. And that's you as a parent putting your hand and micromanaging your child. You see what I'm saying? It ain't because the kid is a disobedient kid the way you're saying it. Sometimes kids are going to do things, but parents know how to handle their kids to get them through certain things because they don't know how to handle themselves. And that is a parent's job, is what I'm telling you.
Cool.
That's a different experience when you got a child that's out there getting in jail, getting in trouble all the time, all that. But we're talking about the kids that going out there and who don't dot the I's and cross the T's. It is my job to micromanage your ass from 16 to 18 because those are the most precious years. Because you don't understand as a child, the small things that you're not doing can end up for something big in your life. As a parent, I know my child. Yes, you are a good child, but you're going to fall short here. You're going to fall short here. Yes, you're not going to like me, but it is my job to micromanage your ass all the way through school to make sure you get that degree, you get that class, you get through it. Because if you use it or don't use it, at least you got it in your bag. That's my job as your parent. My job as a parent is not to let you sit out there and fail or get through it. And then we trying to, at the end of the day, we trying to run a marathon to get you to the finish line. Because at the end of the day, I'm still here responsible as your parent to get you to the finish line. That is my job.
Then that's for that parent and that kid. I'm not gonna argue that. That's true. If you know your kid and they ain't the type to do that, then you're right. You're right. If that's the kid that you're talking about, you're right all day.
That's all I was talking about, bro. I ain't talking about the kid that's out there doing dumb stuff and getting arrested. You know what I'm saying?
I thought we were talking about kids that are going through like a normal kid. Not to say that kid ain't normal, but the ones that take for granted and haven't seen real repercussions for actions. And that's the difference that I'm speaking to. If you're talking about that kid, then I'm not.
I'm gonna say every
right
parent,
all day.
Every parent knows their child. No parent's gonna leave their kid behind. Let me just say that every parent knows their child, and if you know your child, you're not gonna leave your kids behind. And if your child takes micromanaging, bro, that's what you're gonna do.
It's okay.
That's what you're gonna do for your child. Parents would do that when you get a child, bro. There is nothing at the end of the day when that child is a child, that little girl, the little boy looking in your face, where they're 16 to 17 years old, they're in your face and they're mad. There's nothing as a parent that you're not going to do by knocking their block off and getting them through to get them to the finish line. If you got to put them on your back and drag them there, guess what you're going to do? You're going to get them through the 12th grade, bro, because you know your life changes when you become a parent. You ain't that free thinker now and saying this is what I went through. No, you had parents that did certain things and you was that kid that did it. But if you got that kid that's on the opposite side of that, but you see good in them, you as a parent, there is something that you don't have in you now that hasn't kicked in. But when you look at your child and you know what the world is going to offer them because what you've been through, bro, you're going to fight every morsel in your body to drag your kid through the finish line. And you're going to be there with them after sometime when the finish line is over with because you don't want them to get a record. You want their bill to get paid because you want to keep their credit straight. Parents do that all the time.
They do.
That is why these kids get into these situations, but each parent knows their child, and at some point you have to cut them off, but not when they're 16, 17, 18 years old. You don't give a child the freedom to make that choice as a parent. No, you make that choice for them. That's just my humble opinion. You can do what you want to do with your child, but I would never give my 16-year-old child, a 15-year-old child, or 18-year-old child the freedom to make a choice about the rest of their life. You're not old enough to do that. That's my job. You can hate me. You can never talk to me again. But I know why I did what I did because I'm your daddy at the end of the day. So if you say you call me micromanaging, if you call me being all up in your life, if you call me being all up in your testicles, that's what the hell I'm going to do as your parent because I'm going to make sure you good.
And for me, I don't think I would have to do that for my kid.
You will, bro.
I don't think so.
Bro, you will. Kids going to be kids. Let me tell you something. You can have the best kids in the world, and that kid one day, bro.
That's another discussion. I know kids gonna be kids and they're gonna do stupid stuff. That's completely different.
Bro, when your kid get around your kid get around that woman, that your little girl that's smelling good, look good, and fine as hell, or that your daughter get around that dude that got her head, right? We become, and this is what you haven't been through as a parent, we become invisible. We become the bad guy. Your kids are not listening, no matter how good they are in school. No matter how many good grades they got, no matter how close your communication is.
That's how your kids is.
Okay, bro.
I don't think my kids would.
Okay, bro. I'm gonna wish you the best with that. I'm gonna wish you the best with that.
I don't think I have to micromanage school with my kids.
Okay,
I get other stuff with them and whatever responsibilities that I have to grow up with. I got that all day. School, I'm instilling in them that school is your responsibility. So that's your responsibility as a child.
My parents instilled to me that was the most important thing. When we was in school, they said a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Everybody should go to college. Everybody should go do this. That's what my parents instilled to me. Guess what didn't happen that year? And I came from a 2-parent household.
You didn't go to college?
None of that.
Okay, but that didn't mean that you were stupid.
I was, bruh. I
That
just
didn't
told
mean
you,
that
bruh,
you
but-
were
but
not equipped
I was-
in other ways. You had
Nephew.
a work ethic.
a work ethic that did not go towards what I should have done because I was
But that's
hard-headed.
personal decisions.
Because it's coming from a child perspective.
But if you so used to that perspective without other type of repercussions for that, cool all day. But you do still know that was your decision.
But it was a dumb decision that I did not
That
understand.
you chose and then you gotta live with.
Okay.
I'm not it's
Okay,
it's getting real when you starting to get to
Okay,
like
so
16, 17, 18.
So let me ask you a question.
Especially 17,
so let me ask you a
18.
question. A decision you make at 18 should haunt you for the rest of your life.
It can.
No, I say it should. If your parents know better, if you got a parent to know the choice you're making, can haunt you
If it's the bad one, yes.
good, bad, ugly, and different. If you're making a choice,
no,
right?
because they're not all the same. You can't put good, bad, ugly, and different. If it's a good one, then it's going to goodly affect you.
So
if it's indifferent, then it didn't weigh no
okay,
options.
If
it's bad and you did something bad, it should live with you because that's a decision you chose.
At 18.
Joe, it's folks that kill at 18. They should live with that.
Okay.
You chose to take a life.
Okay.
It's folks that steal at 17, 18. You chose to do that.
Okay, but
you should reap the actions that you sowed.
Because I get that you're talking about that, but I'm saying so your child is making a life decision, not in a criminality way, but you as an adult see your child saying, "I'm not going to finish this class," or "I'm not going to go do this." You going
guess what, son and daughter? You're going to flunk. You're not going to pass, and you're going to be one of the idiots that they see don't get a certificate cool with that. Because you chose it.
And so you cool with that.
That was your responsibility as a child in my house, and you chose not to get it done. Guess what you're going to have to reap? That you didn't get it done. That's what you live with. That's your decision that you chose. You ain't got no other decisions in the house.
Okay, so
you ain't got no other decisions anywhere else when you're under my roof, but to go to school and handle your business.
Okay,
and you chose not to. So guess what you're going to have to deal with? Folks looking at you away because you didn't get it done and you chose to goof off.
Okay, so that you let them make that choice, correct?
Yes, that's their responsibility.
Okay, that's their responsibility. So when they get a certain age, who's still taking care of them?
I'm not.
So you're kicking your kid out?
Yes.
They're kicking your kid out the house and let them be on the street? Because
you chose not to do anything.
Okay, so when they graduate and they don't get to what they need to do, they're getting school, they got to get out your house.
When they graduate
and they didn't do what they're supposed to, they didn't get that scholarship because they chose that.
But if they're not choosing to go to school, that's a different question. No, don't try to mix the two.
No, I'm saying whatever the case was,
your responsibility in the house is that you go through school and you handle your responsibility.
Whatever the case was,
you make it out of high school, you can still be successful, Joe.
Whatever the case was, right? It held them back from doing what they need to do at the next level. Whatever that was.
Then it didn't happen for you. And guess what? You're not going to be at the next level that you wanted to be.
Okay, but who's that fall back on? The parent. So you're going to take care of it?
I can't get them in where they wanted to be if they didn't do it.
No. So they didn't get to where they wanted to be. Are you going to take care of your child?
Me looking after my kid ain't me just taking care of what they wanted to do. That's not the same to me.
Okay.
That's not the same.
Okay,
because if you wanted to be a college football athlete and you goofed off and didn't do it, that's not to say that you was a failure, but guess what? You're not a college athlete because you didn't do it.
So what you're saying, that even if they didn't do it, you're okay because you're going to take care of them.
Yeah, that's my kid.
Okay.
That's my kid.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
But guess what? They have to live with that they didn't get that part done.
Bro,
that's their responsibility.
I'm going to tell you, but the kid is, at the end of the day, what I'm saying to you is when a parent goes through that situation, the bag still falls in the parents' in the parents' ballpark, right? So if your kid don't get to this next level and you don't have anything in that packet for that kid, right? You still got to take care of that kid. Now you can say what you want to say.
And they have to choose what they want to do from here on.
Okay, but still, you still gonna have to micromanage that.
I'm not micromanaging a grown adult.
That's what you said.
When I got out of school and I didn't go to college, guess who had to choose what it is that they want for their life and actually put the work in? My parents did not micromanage me going to you and having to put work in. They did not micromanage me working at UAB with no damn college scholarship. They did not micromanage me getting into work.
Yes, they did.
No, they did not.
Let me tell you, nephew, why.
Joe, I had to walk where I had to go. They didn't do that for me.
Nephew.
I had to make that work for me.
No. I want to tell you why they micromanage you at. See, this is what you're not understanding as a parent. If you was not doing anything, you weren't gonna be staying in your mama's house. You was micromanaged. You was micromanaged. If you were just laying up there playing video games, you wouldn't be in your mom and dad's house.
But they saw me work for something. That's the effort.
No,
hold up, Joe.
No,
that's different.
No,
that's
it's not.
They putting in.
No,
if my kid
that's
is goofing off,
it's that's not. That's micromanaging. That's making sure they gave you parameters. If you're not going to do this, this is what you're not going to do in my house, and so you didn't have a choice. You could not lay up in your mama's house and eat Cheetos and watch TV all day without working.
No,
you was micromanaged.
She would have put me out.
You was micromanaged. That was parenting. You didn't do this, but you're going to do this. I'm going to give you the opportunity to do this. I'm going to give you the room, but here's the parameters. You was micromanaged. Parents micromanaged in different ways, bro. You was micromanaged by your parents.
If that's how you see it, then cool.
Your parents was parenting you.
If that's how you see it.
Because cool. Your parents are saying, I'm going to give you the opportunity. Maybe what we wanted for you was not right, but what you're not going to do, right? They told you what you're not going to do. That's micromanaging as a parent. So you knew what you had to go do.
Ultimatum, dude. I ain't taking that like the micromanaging.
But you can take it
as an ultimatum,
bro. You can take it how you want to. But I'm saying as those are boundaries that your parents set. That's micromanaging. Micromanaging with parents putting boundaries on their kids. That's micromanaging. What you're not gonna do.
Okay. Micromanaging sound like you picking pieces and parts of their life that you're dictating in ways.
And they just did. When they told you you're not gonna lay up in my house and not do nothing, they're dictating what you're not gonna do. And a piece of your life, if you want to live, you want to go out and live footloose and friends, get your ass about my house. If not, I'm going to dictate what you're going to do, what you're not going to do. And when you come home, you got chores and you got this. And if you don't do this, you're going to get the hell out of my house. That's micromanaging, bro. That is dictating what you will and will not do. You cannot go in your mama's house and don't clean, bro. That is ultimatum.
That's an ultimatum.
Okay, ultimatum, but they still managing you. Because if your parents is telling you what you're going to do or not going to do, you still been micromanaging.
Is more than just giving me an ultimatum. You're telling me other stuff I need to do. That's managing to me,
bro. That's
you need to do this, this, and that.
No. That's when you're in school. That's when you're in school. When you get out of school, you got ultimatums. At that point, when you're out of school, when you're in school, I'm telling you what you're going to do because you're my responsibility. When you're an adult, you're on a time frame. You're on a timeline. You got 2 years, 1 year, whatever, to get this degree or whatever you're going to do. You decide not to go do this. I'm going to rock with you, but you need to show me something. There's no kid that with a great parent is you stand up in the house and not doing nothing and cursing your parents out and come home anytime you want to. You're not doing that. You have rules and regulations and if you staying with your mom and dad.
Yeah, because that's their house.
Exactly. And you're doing what you're supposed to do. You got chores you need to do in your mom and dad house. Those are things where parents are saying they're teaching you to be responsible. They're giving you the space to do what you need to go do, and they're letting you figure it out along the way. They're not micromanaging you, but there are boundaries as a parent because they see you are different. Like I said, parents know their kids, and they let you do that. If they seen that you was a kid that wasn't going to be listening, you'd be out their house. You've been micromanaged without being micromanaged, bro. Your parents parenting you.
But Joe, I would give that to anybody. If I had a roommate, I'd give that type of ultimatum. If anybody else was in my house that I pay for and that I do all of this other stuff in, I would give that ultimatum too.
But bro, why do you think your parents are doing it?
What you mean?
Why are your parents doing what they're doing for you right now? Because they're your parents. They want to see you succeed, and they're not taking their hands off you, even though you're 25.
Okay. But if I wasn't putting no type of effort, I promise you they wash my hands. But bro, they wash their hands of me.
Okay, but bro, because they see you are doing it, right? Because like you said, hold on, there are some parents. If you're 25, they don't give a damn if you're trying. You're not going to try in my house.
There are some like that.
So what I'm saying is your parents are still parenting you and trusting you and believing in you. They are parenting you, bro. Whether you want to agree with that or not, you are doing a great job to make them proud of you. But your parents are loving you and giving you the space where you don't have to worry about a lot of things that somebody at 25 will have to worry about. Your parents love you enough to say, son, we got you. Go be you. You're in a very blessed position if that's what's happening in your household. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't in that thing. My mom and dad told me 18, 19, you're up out of here. Regardless, figure it out. If you ain't making no money, you got to start paying money here at the house. Period. That was it. You didn't have to, your parents didn't do that to you. You see what I'm saying?
I did have to pay.
Okay, but do you have to, whatever you got to go do, parents would parent. When you get to school, it's a parent job to get their kid through school. That's a parent job. When you become an adult, especially 21, a parent don't have to keep you at the house. If you still at home at 25, 26, 27 years old, bro, that is on that mama and daddy because they love you and they believe in you. Other than that, bro, you know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing to do with mama and daddy. You can be the hardest worker in the world, but a mama stick until you get your ass out of their house. I don't want you here. I got those things I need to do.
She can.
But your mama love you, your daddy love you because they're your parents and they want to see you succeed. And so they're still parenting you. Because as long as you're under your parents' roof, you're still being parented. Whether you want to see that or not, I'm doing it, I'm working. Nope, but your mom and dad still parenting because they're still taking care of you. Your mom and dad still taking care of you, bro. Regardless of how you look at that, if you remove mom and dad from your life right now, can you do it by yourself?
No.
Okay, then. So your parents are still parenting you.
I'm also paying.
But your parents are still paying your parents.
But I look at it a different way if I'm paying.
Okay.
I
Are you paying enough to live by yourself?
No.
Okay, so again, I'm not into your situation. I'm not going to judge your situation. I'm just saying parents make room for their kids. As a parent, you do what you have to do for your kids in boundaries. When you see you got a great kid like yourself doing what they need to go do, you help them get to their dream. And I think your parent will do anything as long as they see you moving forward. Your parents will drop you like a bad habit, like most parents will, if you're not doing what you need to go do. You're not doing it by yourself. You're doing it with your parents' help. That's different than me when I said I did it by myself. My parents got me to 18. They got me to work discipline and everything. And what they taught me, like you said, is up to me to go figure out how to go do it. Even though they taught you that, your parents are still saying, hey, we're going to help you. My parents, they get the hell out. Two different situations. Great parents, but different parenting styles. I was not living in my parents' house. With whatever they taught me, whatever I did, whatever they said, I had to go live with that shit. Your parents didn't make you go live with that. They ain't tell you get the hell out the house. They said you can stay here. I ain't have that option. You see what I'm saying? Different styles of parenting. And one is not better than the other. One parent is not better than the other, but you still got to stay at home. Pay a little bit, pay your portion of it. I didn't have that option of paying. You got to get the hell up out of him. Which parent is right? Neither one was right or wrong.
Ain't no right.
But you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying parents are still parent. Your parents are still parenting you. My parents used their skill set of what they said and said, get the hell out of this house. And they did everything right. And it was my decision, but you got to get the hell up out of here. So I had to I had to go figure out on my own wherewithal what the hell I was going to do. What do you do with that? I had to go to the military. I had to find a way. That's why I left. Because I had to get out of there. You didn't have to make that choice. Your parents gave you a better way. They gave you a cushion. Son, we got you. You see what I'm saying? That comes from the parent love, knowing that child, whether you want to call it micromanaging, whatever the hell you want to call it. Your parents gave you a way out to figure it out. Some kids don't have that choice. I didn't. That's all I'm saying.
I got you. Most folks are making choices, and your choices impact how you're going to live your life.
Okay, and people and people like myself will look at you and say, "You making a choice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look how you live your life," and I could judge that.
You could.
It could be right or wrong, but what I'm saying is, when you're that tough on these kids that did the opposite direction, right? And when I look at you, I can look at you and judge you a certain way.
You could.
You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be right though.
It wouldn't. But it wouldn't matter. It also wouldn't matter.
But it does because you and I are putting this into the world like one shoe fits all, and it doesn't.
It don't fit all.
Right. And so we got to be very, very careful when we're saying 16, 17, 18,
never
21.
Back down from the idea that once you start getting up in age, that responsibility should be handled with you responsibly.
Okay, but nephew,
period.
There will be people who will look at you and say you or me are not handling it responsibly right now.
And they would have that opinion. Guess what it wouldn't matter to me.
Okay, so guess what? Okay, now.
But that don't take away from none of the responsibilities.
But you said everything. So when you said it don't matter to you, you think it matters to the other child that said the same? You see what I'm saying?
I don't care.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. So we got to be careful when we're saying these things because like you said, you don't care. That child that's 16, 17 years old, they don't care either.
Exactly. And guess what? They're going to be met. Whatever consequences they have for their actions.
And like I said, again, we're going in circles.
We are. I'm not going to jump off of that.
No, you don't have to jump off of that, bro. But I would just tell you, when you go out scoriating and scorching the world and what you're saying, you're under the same premise of that you're saying that you wouldn't be under.
And that's why I'm so hard and so true to it, because I am. I get what you're saying. Everything you saying can apply to you. Exactly.
It does apply to you.
Exactly.
And it's still applying to you.
Exactly.
So your parents, anyway, you guys have a great show.
I can care less how folks see them.
Right.
Guess who decisions is going to go down to? Yours when you choose not to do or to do something. You're going to get repercussions or different type of responses for your actions, period.
Yeah, but
whether that's positive or negative, however you want to see it, that's never going to change for me.
It's not.
And
going
wherever
to change.
you see that going or however you feel about that is how you feel. You're entitled to your opinion. Guess who's is not going to matter to? The person that's doing it. But they also need to understand that they doing this and they chose these actions.
But guess what, Nestor?
And responses.
That's easy. For some people say that's easy for you to say when you got your mom and dad backing you up.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I don't, you know what I'm saying? So that's easy for you to say. So again, like I said, we have to be very careful.
They can say whatever the hell they want to say.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, we're in two different places then, because now we got past this situation and now it got personal. So we're gonna let that be, bro. Love you. All right.
I mean, Joe, I don't care, but that's what they can say. They can say that, and they will be just in saying it.
Exactly.
It just won't matter to me. Okay. It can easily not matter to me, and they can feel right in whatever they feeling, but it's not going to matter to me because they're not in my life and they didn't choose these decisions. And I consciously know what these decisions is going to lead me when I'm making them. A lot of these kids ain't thinking like that because they wasn't trained to.
Maybe they was trained to and they didn't listen because they were kids.
And guess what you got to deal with? That you have to deal with that.
Okay. A lot of parents, like I said,
if you got brought up the right way and you going against it, guess what?
Guess what you're gonna meet? A lot of kids get brought up the right way and go down the wrong path.
And that's your damn fault for going down the wrong path if you know better. I'm not gonna show sympathy to that.
Okay. Got you, bro. I got you. We wait to see when you have kids. And see
hell no.
No, I'll wait to see the day you have kids and your kids made a mistake and you see their life going down the drain. And
you're not gonna fight me up. That's
like
how they're gonna get brought up.
Okay, but like I said, I want to see the day when you have a kid, they do something wrong. And they're a good kid, and you're not gonna fight every morsel in your body to make sure that their record is clean. I want to see that you're gonna say, damn, that you made that a choice and you're gonna live with it. I want to see you as a father do that. Okay.
I will.
Okay. I'm gonna hold you. Only thing I can believe you is that your word. Okay. But when the day come, I would say, okay, well, damn, he actually did what he said. But bro, it's gonna be very tough when you know your child made them an honest mistake, and you as a parent can help them, and you're gonna say, damn, that you made the choice, you live with it. I don't think so, bro.
Yeah, you can play and stuff. Choices ain't mistakes.
But bro, anything a kid does at 18 is a mistake.
No, it's not.
They don't know. If you go out there and do something illegal, that's not a mistake. But if you go out there and make a choice because you mad at your mom, you mad at your teacher, that is a mistake because you don't know any better as a child.
And you still got repercussions for that.
Got you. Okay, bro. Like I said, we can go back and forth. We disagree. I agree to disagree with you vehemently today. Are you okay now?
Yeah, I'm straight.
All right, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. People say I'm very calm. You can't have two people screaming. If he's gonna scream, I gotta let him cook, y'all. So there was no need for me to go back and forth with him because you never heard what he was saying. And he has some valid points. And I vehemently disagree with him because we have a huge age difference. I'm a father and he's not. He's in a different situation than I had to be. I disagree with him, but I respect his opinion. All right. So that's the way you do it on the Joe Lockett Show. It was fun, y'all. You guys have a great day. Jitem te mo. What does all that mean? It means your boy Joe Lockett, nephew and Denise, we love you. And nephew, let me tell you something, bro. I love you too. All right, man. Y'all have a good night.